Okay, here we go. Community game number 16. I've been excited for this one. I'm not actually playing a lot of Axis Knives right now. I'm playing mainly, when I play it's just community games, or I've got a few games going with people in the Discord. So I'm not actually on ranked. I've not been on ranked for about a month or two now. Yeah, I'm just enjoying the community games. So yeah, but looking forward to this one. Yeah, I'm playing as the UK, so because it's going to be a little bit awkward covering the rounds. Obviously, we're midway through through each round, so we'll do what we can. But yeah, it should be fun. So my teammates Smeer, and we've got Cyclicduck, who I forget his name in the Discord. I will put that on screen, I think. But yeah, it should be fun. We have up against Goldgreatdane and General AM. Now, General AM is a very strong player. He's like very tippity top of platinum. So yeah, he's going to be tough. It's going to be an interesting game. I actually was quite happy because I know Smear's just started playing the game. So actually, I think for him and for us as well, to be fair, because we're all going to be able to learn from General AM here. I think it's probably quite a good game for Smear to get in here because he can watch how Japan is played at the very highest level. So I think that's pretty cool. Which is another nice thing about community games. You get a really healthy mix of people from all skill levels. So yeah, it should be fun. Anyway, let's do a quick summary of what's happened so far. So Smear's playing Russia. 4 infantry, 2 tanks, goodbye. And he's done pretty much the standard moves, which is just double check. 12, 4. Yeah, that's good. 12-9. It went well as well. We took nice West Russia. 7 is always very healthy. How did Ukraine go? Yeah, pretty good. So I had 3 tanks left over in Ukraine, so yeah, can't complain. So nice start from Russia there. Yeah, good moves here and there. We were talking a bit in the Discord about where to move certain troops. Normally I like to have 2 guys moving to Ovenki, just to keep a flow of troops, moving towards Russia to help with the West Russia stack. But yeah, this is also it's also good. I mean, it's annoying for Japan seeing 5 infantry in Yakut because they know they've got to bring something substantial to break through that. So it can cause some delays. I also like to leave 1 infantry in Beryasha and combine, which I'm going to do. I might not this round. No, I will. I like to leave 1 in Beryasha and then also leave the 1 in Burma with the UK, just because it gives the Japanese player a lot of targets. They've got 1, 2, 3. Potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 land trades to do if they want to, plus maybe even Pearl or taking the transport in 33. So they've got a lot of options. Too many options to do all of them comfortably. So they either skip 1, which lets you keep a territory for another round, or they decide to go all in and possibly it might punish them with the odds if they can't go in comfortably. So yeah, that's my thinking behind that. But anyway, yeah, this is totally fine. Nice little barricade for the Russians there, trying to protect Moscow. So yeah, good start from Smear. Germany. This is Goldgreatdane to purchase. Pretty aggressive purchase from Germany here. 5 infantry, 2 artillery, 3 tanks. So a bit more on the blitzkrieg side of things with the 3 tanks. Combat. I will get to Korea in a second because this is quite a key move for us. 17 obviously took the destroyer out and landed in Transjordan with a tank as well. Normally you'd see an artillery there, but he went for a tank here. I think I'd probably recommend the artillery just because the tanks as Germany are quite precious. I think it's nice to have them on the front lines, but if he's buying more, I suppose it's I can understand what he's thinking there. It gives you a bit more security, I suppose, than taking Transjordan. The odds are slightly better with the tank, I think. So he went for the Americans with the one of his subs and was successful. So that's a bit of it's going to slow the US down pretty much in the Atlantic. I'm going to ignore this sub. I'm not going to kill it. I'm just going to go straight for 7 because I will be dropping a fleet. The reason being, he's decided to stack Karelia. Now, because we had a strong West Russia, we have got 7 infantry. We've actually got Oz and Karelia here. We've got about 90% to win the fight here, which I've recommended in the Discord to Smear to take the fight. It's going to be a bloodbath, but I think if we can at least take the territory, it's going to be worth it because we're going to slow Germany down incredibly. And obviously from there, he's building tanks, so there's going to be minimal infantry on the front line for us, which is great. So Russia should, if we can get a good battle in Karelia, it should be quite a nice, comfortable game for Russia, potentially. You can never count out, in this particular situation, I'm not sure of what the level is for Goldgreatdane, but I know we know General is a very strong player, so there may be some strategy talk later on. I don't know what's going to happen, so we can't count out anything yet. But this will be a nice start if we can get the battle. So on to me with the thinking that we're going to be taking Karelia. I can't go stack planes into West Russia because the Russians are likely not going to be there for a round. What I'd probably think is maybe go like. He could go like a few infantry here. Not sure. But there's probably not going to be many Russians sitting in West Russia at the end of Russia's go, so I can't have planes there. So we're going to go for a fleet. There is only 4 planes that can reach me in 7, which is nice. So I can pretty much go all in here for 7 with 1, 2, 3 attackers, take out the transport. So it'll be a pretty normal opening for us. And destroy a carrier for the fleet. Let's crack on. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Kill the transport. We're going to go obviously try to kill the battleship here as well. Pretty standard opening for UK here. Nothing particularly special about it. So hopefully this is the only, these 2 are the key ones. I think the rest I feel comfortable. Anything else I can really do? Not really. Yeah. Okay. Let's go for that. Let's roll. So fingers crossed. I would like to keep a destroyer here if possible. That would be a bonus for us, but probably unlikely to happen. Great first round. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. That is tasty. 17. It's quite surprising how often this battle goes really crap for the UK. Okay, it's bad start already. Okay, good start actually now. That's fine. I don't mind losing the bomber now. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I quite often actually lose one of the fighters in that fight, which is unfortunate. Because the UK fighters are so precious. Okay. Yeah, for this one, I don't remember the last time I lost that battle actually. 61. It's one of the ones that seems to go well all the time. Transjordan should be comfortable. I'm happy losing an infantry here. Nice, which we do. That's okay. Cool. So, pretty good start. I'm very happy with that. Let's grab a tank and drop you into the UK. Let's put everything back. Push you over here for now. So my general rule is, depending on what I pick up here, I determine what I pick up in Australia and New Zealand based on what I'm going to be picking up here, or what's left over here rather. So if sometimes the transport dies here, there's 2 units to pick up, so I won't pick up anything and leave the Japanese a more annoying job of cleaning all these 4 infantry up. So I'll just wait to pick up the 2 from here, but because we've already taken 1 out, I'm going to grab 1 from New Zealand and leave the 3 in Australia. That's my general rule with what I pick up there. So 2 fighters. Yeah, I guess. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. I'll put 1 in the Caucasus, that's fine. Let's move you up. And I will protect the plane because I have lost that before to these 2 fighters from Japan. Yeah, as I said, we'll leave the 1 in Burma. I want to just give the Japanese a harder time on the land trades. And I think that should do it for round 1. Can't see anything else we can do really. I think we're all good. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Okay, so I think good start for the Allies so far. It's been smooth sailing, and yeah, I'm keen to see how this battle turns out. So I'll who's actually on? Our general's actually on. Okay, cool. So I'm keen to see how this goes. I'd like to record that if possible, but it might not be possible. We'll see where. Not sure when Smeer's going to make his move, but we'll see. Anyway, that's my round 1. I'll see you back for round 2. Welcome back to round 2, Community NM16. So I'll jump back onto round 1 and see what General AM did for Japan. So purchased 3 transports, 1 infantry, 1 tank. Combat, killed my transport in 33. Walked into Buryatia. Killed my carrier destroyer with no losses in 61, unfortunate. Burma, Yunnan, Anhui. Pretty good trades, really. Lost 1 infantry for both. That's, I think, totally acceptable for land trades. That's pretty comfortable. So, yeah, decent decent Japan one for the Axis. Round 1 for the US, 3 transports, 2 destroyers, 1 artillery. Interesting buy with the 2 destroyers there. You normally want a carrier because the 2 destroyers are going to be less useful. There is a sub here, obviously, but we've got 4 destroyers now or heading for this fleet, so I think that's probably a bit excessive in my opinion. I think just the carrier would have been fine on the 1 destroyer, just to flush this guy out at some point, but that's fine. So 3 transports, which are going to be fully loaded, which is nice. So probably, I would imagine I'd drop into Morocco at least with 1 transport maybe, and send the rest possibly to 10 or something. And I'm not sure. We've not discussed anything too far yet. We're going to go for a KGF, but beyond that, Finland or the Med, we've not discussed anything. So I'll wait and see what the US player, which is Cyclicduck, or I think it's 4C in the Discord. We'll see what he decides to do. So yeah, nothing combat wise for the US round 1, just moving bits and pieces into position, so playing to caucuses. Now my situation, actually I'll get to that in a second. Let's carry on with the rounds first. So round 2 for Smeer, 1 artillery, 8 infantry. Yeah, happy with the buy, that's fine. Now this is the big thing. This is the key moment so far in this game. Obviously, Germany decided to stack Karelia, and the odds we had of capturing, or at least winning the fight, was around 90%. So you have to take those odds. That's the entire reason why you buy 2 tanks in round 1 as Russia. It's to deter a stacking Karelia for round 1 Germany. But he went for it anyway, and we had great odds. We went for the fight and got destroyed. So we killed 5 infantry, and they managed to kill pretty much 10 infantry, so a 5-unit profit for Germany there, which is pretty huge, and very unfortunate. Obviously, we went for it was the correct play. It's 100% of the time you have to take those odds. You cannot just give Germany a stat like that and not try and punish them, because 9 times out of 10 you will take Karelia, and the Germany's going to be in a terrible position. So we had to take the odds, but just unlucky for us, we got the dice decided no, this time no. You're not having it, so yeah, we got kind of screwed there, but that's fine. So we tried to retreat to Archangel, pulled obviously we had an artillery and 3 tanks, and obviously the planes were left over. We couldn't realistically push on. I think it was like 2 infantry and 5 tanks remaining, and we had just underwhelming odds there to try and actually push on for. I think it was the second round or third? I think it was the second round actually. The first round was just a bloodbath. So yeah, we pulled back to Archangel. Blocked a few things off, pulled the main stack back from Yakut, which is a good move. I think we're going to need all hands on deck now to control West Russia, hopefully. Now, I've ran the odds for West Russia. I've done a few things. We can hold West Russia, or we've got above 50%. So the odds are acceptable, but not comfortable. So I'm hoping that because Germany could play it really risky here. They could just go for it, because they've got, I think it's like, yeah, they've got a 40% chance to win the fight, but not conquer territory. So they may just think that the dice is with them, might as well go for the attack. So we could get punished here. We could actually we could lose West Russia. I'm going to try and defend it though, because you've got to put your faith in the odds. Because more times, obviously, if you're playing the odds, then more times than not you're going to get rewarded for that. So I think we've got to play positive and just try and stack West Russia. The tricky thing for me as well, I'll get to that in a second. We've got a bit of a situation, but so round 2 Germany. This is Goldgreatdane. So 12 infantry, 1 tank. Good buy. It's okay. Still going for the tanks, but I guess they've got a bit of an advantage now after that loss. So it kind of makes sense to put your foot on the gas a little bit and try and push forward. So it kind of makes sense. And the stacked Egypt, which is also the problem for me now. These 3 territories are, well, the combination of these is going to cause me problems. So on to me. Now he's pushing to Egypt, so I want to be able to kill this off straight away. I don't want there to be some German attack blitzing through Africa. Sorry. So I need to bring all these 3 land units plus my 2 planes. However, in doing that, it compromises slightly India. So we're kind of stretching for odds in both India and West Russia here. It's a little bit dicey, to say the least. We're not particularly comfortable in either one of these. We've got above 50% in both, but it's not comfortable. So I'm having to do a bit of a weird buy this round. It's 3 tanks, which I wouldn't normally do. I'm trying to be, obviously, I want normally infantry and a few artillery for India, buying 3 tanks is not something I normally do. However, to get the odds to a reasonable level without putting a fighter there, which I don't like to do, it's got to be 3 tanks. It also means I can't buy a second fighter. I was hoping to buy 2 fighters, at least for a while maybe, to try and help out West Russia. But it's only going to be 1. But I've got odds, I think, to hold. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 5. So the Germans are, if they want to take that fight, go for it. But I think that should be quite valuable for me, I think. Anyway, that's the game plan. So it's a bit tight, and I've got to hope we get this as well, because if that goes badly, we're really in a bad position, because obviously, Germany's going to be blitzing through. Although I hope actually probably, if he sends his tank, if the US sends a tank to Morocco, then hopefully we can regain some of that territory pretty quickly. But still, it's just a bit of a hassle to deal with. So anyway, we'll see. That's my buy anyway. 3 tanks and a fighter. So I'm going to take France because it's open. I want the income. The 2 planes are going to go to West Russia, and we're going to try and hold with what we can. And I'm going to go for this. Just fingers crossed we can at least kill the... I'm not too worried about actually taking the territory. What I am concerned about is just killing the units there. And so I'm hoping we can do that. So fingers crossed the dice gods are more friendly this round. In terms of actually battles, that's probably all we can do, I think. Yeah, I think that's probably about it. Okay. Favourable, not strong, so it's not quite as comfortable as I would have liked. Come on, boys. Big hits. Ooh, good start. Bit weak follow-up, but oh my god, my god. Jesus Christ, slow down. Oh my goodness. That's massive. I'm 100% retreating that from that fight. There's no way I fight that. Jesus. Wow, that was some big hits from the Germans there. Wow. Okay, not a great position. That's kind of rough. Let's move everything down. So yeah, we've killed everything apart from the tank. This should be comfortable. He's not going to attack this with 1 plane. I think we've got enough here to obviously block this off, so that should be fine. Just unfortunate, we couldn't kill the tank and lost the plane. That's the main thing there is we lost a plane. That's the thing that hurts the most actually. The odds were not it was not likely that was going to happen either. Well, unfortunate. Okay, let's move forward. Cruiser transports. Sub can obviously stay in the Pacific. Try and harass them slightly. I think that's probably all we can do. Okay. That's good. Australia guys are safe. Oh, it doesn't matter. The sub's there. It doesn't matter. They can't do that anyway. Okay, cool. That's fine. Sweet. Fighter, 3 tanks. So, fingers crossed. Just double check what we're on. So, the odds are, as it currently stands, the Japanese have got about a 24% chance of winning the fight, so it's not healthy. I don't think AM's going to take that risk. I don't think he needs to be fair, so I think we're probably safe there. But we shall see. Anyway, a weird round for us there. Unfortunate round, but I think it's it's not disaster yet. We've had a few bad battles, but I think we're still in the game, so I'm not too concerned just yet. Attack power 150 for the Allies, 170 for the Axis. Not great. Well, obviously, we did lose a few things, but again, we're still in this, so see how it goes. Anyway, that's my round 2. I'll see you for round 3. Okay, UK 3. Okay, let's jump back to Japan round 2. So, General AM, 2 infantry, 1 tank, 1 artillery, 1 complex, and he's gone full out for the UK, which is a good move because obviously we can't defend. Based on what happened with the rough battle against Karelia, we're short on numbers, so holding both of these was going to be tricky. So to pressure India is the right move because we just can't hold. We've not got the planes, we've not got the units in the right positions to hold because it's just too tight. So yeah, good move there. So what I warned for my teammates 4C and Smeer, just to be careful of the VC snipe. We're going to have to all be aware of that because it's imminent. I think, particularly with General AM obviously being as sharp as he is in this game, it's going to be tough to stop, I think, particularly if he's advising Germany. So, we shall see. It's likely then we're going to just be sitting on looking at VC sniper. I'm not sure. It doesn't indicate at the moment because they are moving out in a few areas. They may plan it for a certain amount. I'm not sure. We'll see because they don't know my reaction to Japan's move yet. So anyway, yeah. So just go for India for now. So for the US, round 2, 3 transports, 4 infantry, 2 artilleries. It looks like he's prepping for the med, but he's not got the ships to hold as of now. He's got just two ships. I can't support because we're out of sync. I would have had to have moved here first. So he's gonna he can't really jump into the med just yet. After next round, he can jump into the med. Not this round, so we'll see what he does there. He may just be prepping troops here and just shipping them in for now. We'll see. But yeah, I don't mind that. That's totally fine. Would be nice in a sense as well, because if India's going to fall to the Japanese, then it's nice to have some kind of fleet presence in the Med to try and, reinforce Africa and that kind of stuff. So, and to keep the Japanese fleet out of 17 if they want to come that way. So, we shall see. Combats, bomb Germany, nice. Morocco, yeah, 23. Kill the sub, it's good. And Xinjiang, nothing there. What do you move with? Okay, fair enough. Not bad. So I did expect. I think that was the reason why the fighter wasn't in West Russia, because we were struggling to hold West Russia this round. We had about a 40% chance. Just this was a bit rough because I was expecting the fighter to be in West Russia. So that explains why it wasn't. He went for the attack, which is okay. I can see why, but yeah, we're a little bit tight here. But thankfully, Germany didn't go for the attack, so we're all good now. And this round, it's going to be a lot easier. We've got a very comfortable odds to hold West Russia now. I'm assuming he's going to fly these 2 in, which is maybe a bit of a big assumption from me. But I might have to mark that because they do need to be there this round. With them, I can move up north and hit Norway and keep my fighter on the thing. I'm going to be still building planes, because the thing is, at the moment, we've got... I'm losing India, so I'm going to have a massive surplus of income, which I can just plow into planes pretty much. We're going to get to probably 3 or 4 transports. I'll see what I feel like. And pretty much just churn out planes per round. I did actually confirm my buy without realising I should be recording. So I was in the zone, I just looking at the board and I thought I forgot I should actually be recording this. It's a community game. So yeah, I've done my buy. But anyway, on to Russia. 7 infantry. No combat moves to speak of. I think he can probably afford... Actually, at the moment he doesn't need to. He does need to take Archangel here, so it's going to have to be a 2-unit trade. 2 units... 2 infantry for and 2 planes, taking that. So that does need to happen. But he can probably skip Ukraine if he wants to. Because we need to take this, I think I may skip it. But obviously he could go with like an infantry artillery combo to try and take Ukraine as well. I do like to take Ukraine. But at the moment it's not going to be too much of a problem to not take it, because they can't take Ukraine because I'm going to have 3 tanks sitting there. So it's not really an issue. We'll see what he does anyway, that's fine. On to Germany, round 3, 11 infantry, 1 tank, 1 artillery. Combat, France and Archangel destroyed 1, lost 1. Fair enough, no problems. Okay, so my buy then, it's going to be 2 fighters instead, churning out the fighters now. 1 transport. We'll get into probably 3 transports and see how I feel. I may go for 4. We may need 4 actually, to be fair, if we're going to get VC sniped. I may need to have as many ground units as possible to try and trade something, one of these 3, so we'll see how that plays out, but for now I'll just get some fighters. Right, combat moves. So we're going to try and take Egypt this time, fingers crossed we can. I'm going to take Norway. The Americans can't take it at the moment, so I'm just going to grab it. Could get blitzed. I might get blitzed. Actually, no, tell you what, if there's a risk of that happening, let's take an infantry. Not going to risk a tank for that. We'll just grab it lightly. And that's not the way I want to go either. I want to go up here. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much everything we can do, to be fair. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can land safely back into Caucasus. Yeah, there's probably a danger of a lot of things falling immediately in Africa here, actually. Japanese could... Because I'm going to abandon it, they could just take it lightly. I can retake, though, but still. They could just take it lightly and then ship most of the stuff around here, which would be disastrous. That would be a lot of income gone for me. So yeah, we'll see what he does. Anyway, let's try this. Alright, come on, Egypt. You owe me after the last battle here. Okay. Damn it. Still can't capture it. Oh, brutal. Oh, we covered tank at least, that's the main thing. Alright, so let's go to Sea Zone 3, defend my transports. I should have moved this, that's a mistake by me, I should have moved this back earlier. Because now we don't have a full load, that's my mistake. Not playing properly there. Alright, right, let's move everything out. Do we need everything in Persia? I'm just wondering. We've got a bit of a problem here actually. Hang on. I'm actually going to have to count for this because he could actually wipe my stack out if I'm not careful. Infantry is going to have... Okay. Right, so he's got 4 infantry. It's going to probably be... He's the strongest one, so 2 artillery, 2 tanks. He can bring in... Oh, shit. 6 planes. 1... Oh my god, we're going to lose a stack, aren't we? We're going to lose a stack. Battleship. Cruiser. He bring pretty much the entire works. Damn. And we can defend with what potentially 8 infantry, 1 anti-air gun, 3 tanks. We can bring in 3 fighters, but that's not going to make any difference. Yeah, it's not going to make any difference at all. Oof. So I guess we just cut our losses and just I don't know, bring what we can there. That's so annoying though. Damn. Yeah. Brutal. I'm wondering about splitting the stack up, doing like that. Just make it a little bit more awkward for him. Like, you can have India, you can kill my 4 units, but let these 4 go. We're trying to make a non-verbal agreement with Japan here. Just let these 4 guys go. I'll give you these 4. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? It's never going to work. We'll see what happens. There's no way around it. I can't really do much. I can't stack this. I can't risk. He's got... If I stack it with everything I possibly can, it's going to be about a 71% chance he wins that fight. So I can't risk my 3 fighters for that because it's going to be an absolute slaughter. And he still gets India as well. So I can't do that. The best way is just to split my troops up. So I've got these 3 stacks. So it's not... He can't wipe out everything. At least I don't think he can. He probably still can, actually. He can still wipe these 2. I think if he goes like... He can go heavy planes here. Because no anti-air gun. And then he can go like heavy land here. And just... Yeah, just wipe both of these. So, I think either way we're not going to have a fun time on these 2. But at least maybe we can keep him from dropping in these ones for now. But, I don't know. Yeah, not a good situation down here at all. Not a good situation. Looking a bit rough. Okay. Let's just close out. Transports. Etc. Okay. So, 168 for the Allies, 186 for the Axis, looking strong for them. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very tough game to come back from now, I think, at this point, given the that Karelia fight. It would have been a very different game, because if we would have won Karelia comfortably, Germany would have been in such a difficult spot that Japan would have then had to have pressed hard against Moscow, because we would have every plane and unit we've had to spare around here could have been sent to India to hold, so we wouldn't have lost India. It would have been a much more normal game with Japan going through, I would assume, China. And then we could have just, very quickly mobilised against Germany and just finished them off quickly. So, yeah, it's a very different... That Karelia battle is going to be the key moment in this game, to be fair. But we shall keep fighting, see what we can do. Yeah. I quite like the med here, actually. As I said, I think it's I like the med. It's going to be a bit slower than normal because of that submarine taking out the transports. It's going to be a bit slower than normal because we normally, by round 3, you'd be in the med, but it's going to be round 4 this game. One nice thing it also does, it means we can make the VC snipe a bit harder because we can take Italy as well. So the Germans have got to cover four cities to get the VC win. So see what they can do. Anyway, that's my round 3. I'll pass it back to Japan. I'll see you round 4. Hi everyone, welcome back to round 4, QTN number 16. Okay, let's jump back to round 3. I was quite happy to see that Persia wasn't dead. I was expecting General to go for both of these and just mop everything up in one go, but glad he's still got this left over, which is nice. We can't really counter-attack here. He's got, what, 11, 13? It's just no chance. So, yeah, not really possible to attack. That bomber's tempting, but I can't land. No, it's not. I'm not even in range. What I'm talking about. Sorry. Ignore me. Right. Let's jump back to Japan. So 7 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 complex, which I'm assuming was for East Indies. Combat. He's moving the fleet. He's got a minor fleet. Well, actually, this is all he needs, to be fair. But he's got a fleet moving towards Hawaii. So I am just vaguely in the back of my mind thinking about the VC snipe. Germany's not playing this as if he's going for a VC snipe, because he's still pushing forward with a few things. I mean, these probably should have been pulled back. So it's going to be a bit light on this kind of side. There's not a lot around, so I don't think I should be able to get away with the VC snipe. Not in the next round or so. I think they could do it, but not immediately. So we'll see how that plays out. But we are going to be getting up to 9 VCs for the Axis fairly soon, in the next round probably. So we're going to have to start treading either France or Italy consistently. So it's going to be a bit uncomfortable for us to say the least, but we'll do what we can. Anyway, Yakut, India, obviously. We've got 2 hits back, not bad. I'll take that. Xinjiang, got another hit back. Kazakh, fair enough. Okay. So, yeah, fair enough. Japan are on the move. Round 3 transports for the US, or 4C. 3 artilleries, 4 infantry. I'm not going to bother looking at the logistics, but I think, yeah, we're not quite there logistically. We've got 6 transports to pick up, or 6 transports worth of units to pick up. Although actually he's going to go for the med, isn't he? So that's actually not. Oh no, yeah, he's going for the med, so he needs to have 6 transports worth. Okay, so we're a little bit. I guess technically he's on with the anti-air guns. That's alright, that's alright. Yeah, he's technically there, that's fine. What's nice, he's got a lot of fighters in the UK as well, so West Russia at least is going to be rock solid for the German round. But apart from that, that's about the only bonus we've got going for us right now. The general map is looking pretty poor for us. Obviously, the Japanese are going to be very quickly mobilising in Africa as well, and there's minimal reinforcements on the way. This is annoying. Germany's had Egypt for way too long. This is a shame. So hopefully the US tank can blitz around a little bit and recapture some stuff. I think there probably does need to be these 2. They need to come down to Africa straight away, I think, this round. I'm expecting this transport to drop somewhere here. We don't really have a lot of 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he can put 5 defenders in 34. He can lock the American fleet out, and then I've only got 6 attackers, so it's a bit uncomfortable. I wouldn't take that trade either. It's a bit risky. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. So that's the Americans just shipping in. No Finland drops yet. Looks to be sort of a hybrid of Med and Finland, so we'll see how that goes. Onto Russia from round 4. Smeer, 8 infantry. Combat, Archangel, destroy 1, lost 1. Kazakh, destroyed 1. Okay, fair enough. So there's a bit of a gap in the reinforcements for Japan and Asia at the moment, so we're not going to have to trade here for a while, which is nice. Though obviously a storm is coming, so the next few rounds we will start to lose territories quite quickly, so it's not really much of a bonus. Germany, this is Goldgreatdane, 10 infantry, 1 tank, 1 artillery, bit of complex repair for Berlin. Combat, recaptured France, lost 2 infantry for it though, which is nice. Same again for Italy. Oh crap, that's huge! Wow, What did he attack with? Because I think I do remember saying, I think on the last round, that there's not enough to go into Season 15 for the Americans. So actually I'm surprised, I should probably have mentioned this, but yeah, I'm surprised that she went into the med. But 3 attackers went to Season 15. Sorry. And no way. That's really unfortunate. I don't blame Goldgreatdane for going for that at all, because that's 2 transports worth, and you'd expect to kill that. You'd probably expect to lose a fighter for it, but I think I'd take that trade probably, most likely, I think, for killing, 2 transports worth, and 4 ships total. There will be some profit in that, you'd think, but that's very unlucky. Wow. Not even to take a ship down as well, so you can reinforce as well. So the med's now very safe. Yeah, that's terrible dice. Very unlucky for Goldgreatdane there. Took Archangel. Destroyed 1 infantry and no losses. So yeah, I think the Axis are looking completely fine. And Germany's not. I mean, it's bad in a regular game. That would have been bad, but the fact that Japan's got India, I think it's just huge here, and it's going to start very quickly collapsing our position over here. So the fact that Germany's lost a few planes, it doesn't really matter. Corellia's going to be rock solid for the while. You can also pull some stuff back here. It's just, I don't think there's any way back for us, frankly, in this position. We're just, it'll be too hard for us. But we'll fight on. We'll keep going for now. So my buy was going to be 2 planes, because I want to keep reinforcing. I think I'm probably going to... Do I stick on 3 transports or go for 4, is the question. I'd probably go for 4, right? Because we have excess planes. Yeah, let's go for 4. Excuse me. Coughing all over the place. So we're gonna. Unfortunately, I made a mistake here. I left this guy in Alaska when I should have moved him forward 1. So it's going to be a 1 round delayed for this transport to move, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, anyway, so we'll have 3. We're shipping out 2 here, or 4 units. Sorry, 2 transport loads. So there's 1 guy left over. That's enough for 2. 2 transports load, that's fine. So we just need, I'd say, 1 more. Then we can pick up the anti-air gun as well, I suppose, if we want to. And then 1 plan. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's get 2. There you go, that's better. That's better. So that's 3 full loads with a fighter, and it's a bit of change as well. Which we'll pour into. We'll bank it for now, but we can pour into another plane if we want to, or just more land. So yeah, let's go with that. So unfortunately, I can't blitz a tank to get Egypt. I really want Egypt back. That's such a big territory for me to control. Let's take Finland, obviously. Anything I can do to help out the Russians here? I guess we can go. I guess we can go tank into Archangel. Try and at least clear it out for them, so they can maybe focus down the Ukraine, possibly. That could be something we can do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just try and help them out a little bit. Is there any logic to taking out these infantry? Even though that's not guaranteed by any means. Not really, because they've got 2 to pick up. No, it doesn't really make any sense. We'll just... Best odds possibly just to sit and defend that on 2s rather than attacking on 1s. So we'll leave that. I should probably work out all the odds here, shouldn't I? Let's grab this. You might as well just take France, why not? Let's do it. I'll try to, anyway. We've actually got a surplus of infantry there now, or land units, so that'll mean a plane in the next buy, I think. Okay, that looks good. So here, be a weird thing for the... Yeah, I think we should be fine there. If he deploys there as well. We're comfortable in West Russia because of the 4 planes and mine, obviously, as well, that we've got moving into West Russia. So there's some flexibility for Smeer here to attack a few more things than he would normally be able to, especially with this move as well. But, I mean, he doesn't have to trade this off himself. He can just go... He could try and strafe this or even try and capture it, I think, with the infantry he's got available. It should be fine. So yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's do that. So northwestern France, Archangel, Finland. That's probably all we can do. We can't really get any value out of the sub. Yeah, could sit it in 62. 62 might work. If he attacks it, then he can't move the transports on the non-com. So we'll do that. Yeah. Looks good. Let's try it. Oh my god. Oh, don't... Seriously? 3 threes and no one hits? Okay, we got it in the end. That's a bit annoying though. Archangel, so hopefully not... 2 hits back here will be frustrating. So hopefully we... Okay, it's wiped. 1 hit back. Yeah, that's totally cool. So it's free for the Russians now just to walk an infantry in there. Without really committing anything to the fight. Where are you going with your planes sort of things? Let's just go all in here, I think. Okay, that's good. That's good. Make sure we're on subs retreat. Okay. Just thinking about what to do for West Russia here. I can't realistically counterattack India, so there's no real point having me 2 tanks. Let's just move them forward. There's no point having 2 tanks here because I can't hit this. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's go for that. Plain artillery infantry. So I've got a bit of a surplus of we've got 1 unit surplus on the UK, but that's fine. So after my go, 176 for the Allies, 185 for the Axis. Not terrible, but again, the position down here is looking a bit scary, to say the least. So, yeah. Who knows, who knows. I think going to 4 transports is the right choice here, though. Wait, hang on, did I even go to 4 transports? Am I going completely insane? I didn't even buy a fight. I didn't even buy a transport. Oh my god. Oh, I distracted myself with... I think I got caught on a tangent and I forgot to actually buy a transport. That's so sloppy. Right. No. buy a transport. Idiot. There you go. Make sure. I don't want... Oh, fucking hell, this is so annoying. Oh, let me just map notes. I'm going to just take away that idiot because I'm wondering... My teammate doesn't think I'm talking to him. Let's just say it to myself. Buy transport. Okay. That's just very sloppy. Very sloppy. That should be... Yeah, we should have been up to 4 there. But, okay. Well, it's going to mean some planes, I think, for next round. Next round buy. Anyway. Okay, it's round 5, King's Game number 16. So Japan, General AM, round 4, 10 infantry, 1 destroyer, 1 artillery. Bit of complex repair, his own complex repair, which is quite nice. And yeah, he's moved into Persia, so yeah, Africa's looking a little bit vulnerable, to say the least. Excuse me. Caucasus though, not as bad. I think it's looking fairly strong, but I'm assuming... Yeah, he must have done. I'm pretty sure Germany pulled away some tanks to Berlin, which means obviously the stack in West Russia is not going anywhere anytime soon. Sorry, so I think we should be fine there. So we can also move some things out there to the Caucasus if we need to, but we'll see. See how it plays out. But combat, Avenki, Xinjiang, Persia. Yeah, fair enough. He's not actually going for the snipe. Which I guess makes some sense because Germany's position in Europe is a bit dicey. To hold all these 3 it would be quite tough, I think. And this one, obviously. Yeah. Interesting. But yeah, he's definitely pulled out from this. He's left me Eastern Australia as well, which is nice. So it may just be like a full Africa play. Full Africa play with like pressure on Russia's right side. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But subs alive, which is nice, so I can keep this sub sitting around here just being a bit of a nuisance, which is good. Round 4 for 4C or Cyclicduck. 2 transports, 7 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 fighter. So how many transports has he got now? He's got 5, 6, 11. Okay, we should pretty much. I think you can, because I've nabbed Norway, so yeah, the US can go to 12 transports, and they can afford some air units after that as well. So what I was thinking, kind of, this is not really ideal. I think I do prefer the US having this position. So yeah, it might have been a misplay on my part there, but what we'll do in this round, because I could take France here, what I'll do, I'll take Northwestern and Belarus, Baltic states, sorry, and we'll let the US have France, just to give them a bit of an income boost. That's only fair, because we're looking good right now. Excuse me. Oh, still ill. Right. Yeah, we're looking good right now, but obviously our income will start to plummet fairly quickly once the Japanese start moving around the ball a little bit. But having these 2 is still nice. That's 2 extra that I'm not going to lose by the looks of it anytime soon, which is good. So I'll definitely take that. But yeah, these kind of territories are the ones I'm going to be more concerned about. But anyway, we'll crack on. So combat for the US bombing. Oh, that's interesting actually. That makes me think if I should start buying bombers for myself, and because that is an option. When I get into this situation in a game where India's has fallen, I do start to think about air buys, and it is bombers are very useful here just to kind of wear Germany down. That's interesting. I might start mixing. I've gone in this buy. I've actually done the buy already. I've gone for 2 fighters. I'll think about that while I'm going through the moves here. But anyway, so bombing of Germany, nice maximum damage, which is great. Took Italy, which is good. And just, yeah, it's going for a mixed bag, which is fine. It's totally fine going for both things. I know Yan does this. So sort of maximum pressure rate. He's going to be, I assume he's going to start building a stack in the north whilst we're trading in the south. So kind of getting the best of both worlds in a sense. Obviously, we won't be able to quickly kick Germany out of Karelia with not, while going half and half to the Med and Finland, but still, it's nice to be able to trade with Germany where possible. So yeah, I'm not opposed to that. It's fine. The one concern we do have is Japan, obviously, because they're in the hands of General AM as well. It's going to be very, very dangerous. So I think the pressure here is going to start to mount very quickly, and we're going to have difficulty holding all our territories. I think quite soon, but we'll do what we can. So on to round of 5. This is Smeer, Russia. 3 infantry, 3 artilleries. I like that buy. We were a bit short on artilleries in Russia. I think there was we weren't buying too many for the past. Yeah, there's all infantry the past few rounds. So good buy there for Russia. Get some artilleries on the board. It's always nice to have a bit more punching power. Yep, just blocked off Archangel after I cleared it, which is good. No other combat. Well, there was an option to strafe here. I'm not sure. Looks like Germany's put an anti-air gun there now, so it's less tempting. But there was a good option to strafe in this round. They could have strafed Ukraine, but I guess it's a bit risky. We've got a solid position here in West Russia and the Caucasus, so it is a risk going for that. But especially if we got burned in round 1 going for this stack in Karelia too, so I suppose there's maybe a bit of a sour taste in Smear's mouth about taking these risky fights, so I can understand that. If he doesn't want to go for it, that's totally fine. So what I may go for like a cheeky blitz into Poland with one of my tanks. As I said, so this is West Russia is really quite solid right now, so I could afford to be a bit more aggressive possibly. So I'll be taking these 4 off Germany, and the US is hopefully going to take probably these 3. So yeah, it'd be a nice gain for us and a loss for Germany. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, on to Germany for round 5. This is Goldgreatdane. Goodbye, I think, given the situation. But a complex repair for Germany. Combat, Italy recaptured, France recaptured. Minimal losses as well. Northwestern recaptured. Fair enough. Okay. On to me. So, yeah, I'm just thinking we're going to go obviously up to 4 transports. We should have done that last round, but I made that mistake. So, so we've got actually, excuse me, we've got a surplus of units on the UK right now, or in the UK, should I say? So we'll try and fix that. So the 2 here, I'm thinking of leaving a fleet, a minor fleet, or at least even a ship or 2, just to help defend this sea zone. And I'll move my main fleet to sea zone 5. That's the plan. So I think I might leave the carrier here with the 2 fighters on it, and then we'll move the 4 here. So it's going to be 4 versus 3, and I don't think we're going to. After that fight he had in the Med, I don't think he's going to risk his final 3 planes on that. I don't think so anyway. So I'm only going to have 2 transports there anyway, so it's not really worth it. So yeah, I think that should be the way to do it. So we're moving 2 out here, which is going to leave 2. No, actually we've got more. We've got 7 here. Huh. So 2 up there. I'm taking 4 out. So we've got 3 left over. Okay, that's fine. Actually works out well. We'll have 3 left over. I'm buying 4, and then we've got the anti-air as well for an 1/8 for a full load. So yeah, that works well actually. That's fine. Okay, yeah, the bomber buy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It would be nice to have. It would be nice to have one, wouldn't it? Oh, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. No. Oh, there we go. Ship and a bomber. I love my my UK bombers and stuff. Let's move to 61. I think the same rule applies. They can't attack me on the combat because it's going to block the 2 transport. So we'll move there. That's totally fine. Do we blitz a tank? Yeah, why not? Let's blitz a tank. Have some fun. In fact, what we could do is just take 1 unit here, and so I will have a full 4 transports of actual fighting units, not the anti-air gun. So that actually works out really nicely. Let's do that. Here's a question I want answered. I don't actually know yet. Can I bombard a territory from a different sea zone? No, you can't. Okay, interesting. I was wondering about that. I'm sure I've counted that before. I've just forgotten what the rules are. So I can't actually. How do I cancel this? I've forgotten. Oh my god, the hotkeys. I'm actually forgetting the hotkeys for this game. Jesus, I'm playing too much Age of Empires 2. So yeah, I was thinking about this. I wondered if you could bombard it from a different angle, a different sea zone, but you can't. You have to be in the same sea zone, which makes sense. So I'll cancel my attack on Northwestern from that side, and we'll go from 5. So let's do 1, 2. A bit light on Northwestern here actually. I've got to hope we manage to take or get some bombardments in. I think I'll just ship in the 2 infantry. I'll go to Norway. I think that's probably the safest place for them. Any other things I can do here that are worthwhile? The plane's going because it can reach West Russia from where it is. Any attacks? No, that's not worth it. I'm not going to clear this out, or there's no guarantee I could anyway, but still I'm going to leave this as a stalemate here. I think it's quite a nice little. I'm very happy to keep that territory, so I'm not going to push my luck there and try and take it. Yeah, that should be it, I think. Oh, we do need to. Oh crap! I've got to make sure. Okay. This is gonna be so embarrassing if I make a note here and I forget to move something. So we've got to cancel. Oh, sorry, we've got to defend against the Japanese potentially maybe taking Moscow here because they've got not good odds, but they've got a chance to take Moscow. So I've got to match it with something. So I need to try and remember that on the non-com. There's no guarantee I will. I'm very forgetful. Let's just go. So Northwestern. Not sure about my tank blitz an opponent there, but I'll stick with it. That's fine. Well, we got our bombardments. That's a rare sight, to be honest. I don't often see that. Yeah, pretty nice. Cool. So let's move that into there. So I just want to just double check the odds for Moscow. So he can attack with 1 tank, 1 bomber by the looks of it, and just 2 fighters, I think. Yeah. Infantry, we've got. So I count artillery as infantry on defence, so Yeah, it's about 20% chance he conquers. And yeah, it's pretty comfortable, isn't it? So I've got to move something in there. That's comfortable now. Can we even go with less than that? Gotta make sure I've just done this right. So with 4 infantry now, counting the artillery as infantry, 4 infantry, 2 fighters gives us about a 90% chance to hold. So that's going to be a really bad attack to go for Japan. I don't think they're going to go for that. That seems rather wasteful. I'm assuming General M, because he is a strong player, he won't go for that. That's a very risky play for someone who I'd assume would be playing percentages. So I'm going to assume that's fine. Right, just double checking West Russia now as well, because I need to. Sorry about the calculations, I apologise. 27 infantry attacking, 2 artillery attacking, 9 tanks, 3 fighters. Defending, how many fighters have we got? 6, 10. Armour now 4. Infantry, we'll just account what's in there for now, so 20 infantry. So even with what's in there now, we don't even need to Russia doesn't even need to reinforce this. It's still completely locked down with what's there now, so that's totally cool. I only move 1 infantry out of Caucasus. I'm going to leave that as it is. Again, this is hopefully enough to deter Japan going for this, although I should count that really, shouldn't I? That's not going to be enough, actually, as I can see already. It's 12 units, plus a lot of plane support. Okay, let's count this. Oh, the calculations. So many. 4. This could actually be quite a nasty attack. Bomber. The bomber can reach, can't it? Yeah. Definitely can reach. Fighters. Oof. There's a big attack actually on the Caucasus here. That's no joke. 14, 15. So 15 infantry essentially. Yeah, we're way short on the Caucasus here. Way short. So I've got to be a bit thrifty here with how I do things. Let's just move to Norway for now. Get all these moves done. So move here, move here. Deploy onto the carrier. Right, so what can I shouldn't have moved that tank out now. I'm regretting not checking the odds before I moved that out, because now we're going to be a bit tight. So let's just calculate this. So if we take off one of those. Oof. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have moved that tank out. I've really regretted that now. Well, I'm thinking actually, no, it might be okay. Actually, it might be okay because the US can go before the Germans can, obviously, and the Russians, I suppose, as well. So I can afford to move more planes out than I normally would be able to. So yeah, that's okay. Let's move 2 in here. I think we'll just assume we can get some reinforcements in. Oh, it's a mess. It's a big mess. So, how does that look then? We've got to secure this, so it's going to have to be more than that, actually, in fact. 3 fighters. Oh my god. I think I have to move 1 infantry into Russia and 2 planes. I think I have to do that to give us comfortable odds. If I don't take the infantry in there, it's going to be about 20% that they win the fight. Yeah, I can't risk that. So how are we looking now in Caucasus? So we've got 15 infantry, we've got 1 tank, 3 planes. That gives us odds on Caucasus defending, and that gives us a healthy profit too, should they go for it. I think I'm comfortable with that. because the Russians can reinforce. There's a 1-2 here, but the Russians can reinforce this before Germany can attack, so I think we should be fine. So I'm just going to go for odds here. I'm not going to go for like overwhelming defence here. We'll leave it like that. So that's about 65% to survive the attack, so that's acceptable. So now looking back at West Russia, what can we afford? So we've actually taken out a lot of planes here, so now we've only got 6-7 planes in play and 3 tanks. So the odds are, they've got odds on West Russia now. However, there are 2 planes here that we can fly back in if we need to, which gives us odds. Okay, that's more comfortable, and then Russia can reinforce with something should they need to. Oof, bit tight. Tighter than I thought we were actually, so I do regret moving the tank out. That was a mistake. We needed that on defence. So my mistake there for not checking beforehand. But yeah, I think we should be okay. 2 planes in. The Russians can reinforce. Oof. We may be kicked out of the Caucasus fairly soon, actually. And actually, I also regret my fighter buy now as well. My bomber buy, I think fighters would have been far more valuable to hold these 2. So that's also a mistake. Damn. Oh, that's why you always double check the board before making purchases. Damn. So this has been a really long round for me, so I'll try and wrap it up now. But we've got enough to hold this now. Reinforcements from America should be fine here. If they add like 2 infantry to that as well, then it's comfortable. So yeah, I'm not concerned there. Okay, let's go with that. I've only got 1 plane in range. Destroyer. Okay, let's go with that. It's the kind of round where I feel like I've made a big mistake somewhere. Like I'm missing something obvious. Yeah, I don't think we are. Let's send it. I also didn't account for the fact that I was only... I bought a bomber. Actually, I really regret the bomber by now, actually. I don't like that at all. I want to go back to my fighter. Because I've already got 2 defenders in C-Zone 8. So we've not got quite as much flexibility on water. Because we still have to defend these C-Zones from the planes, even though there's only 3 of them, we still have to defend adequately. So yeah, not entirely comfortable. Okay, well, it's tight, but I think we should be okay to hold, as long as we move the right pieces around. I think it's going to be a note from me. Fighter buys, I think. That's more important. Holding these key positions is far more important than just doing some damage to Berlin itself. Yeah, this is more pressing with Japan on the move, so that's going to be the focus. Fighters from here on out. Anyway, that's a really long round. I apologise. I'll sign off quickly here. That's round 5. Anyway, I'll see you for round 6. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to round 6, and a very interesting development in the in the game. So I'm going to get to that in a second, but we'll do our normal summary of the previous round first. So General AM, Japan, round 5. 8 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 bomber. Very nice combat round for him. He took everything. I don't think he took a single... No, he didn't take a single loss. So very clean across the board, although, admittedly, most of them were undefended. There wasn't a lot to kill, but still, the ones he needed to were fine. So, yeah, just a general expansion from Japan. Obviously, we've got 2 transports moving this way. We've got no... Oh, I think, did he kill... Was that my sub? I think I messed up somewhere... I can't remember what happened to my submarine. I don't know, that's not mine. I think that was the US one. Mine was down here somewhere. I forget what happened. Anyway, yeah, got killed this round anyway, so fair play. Anyway, there's no defenders down in the Pacific, so he will be free to move with just transports pretty much if he wants to grab the extra territories around the Pacific. So we're going to be possibly, struggling for VCs unless something goes well for us this round, which I'll get to. But yeah, nice round for Japan. US round 5, 1 fighter, 4 artillery, 6 infantry. Combat rounds, took France. Actually had a fair amount left. I think he moved with a fair amount. Yeah, 6 units dropped into France, and of those, yeah, all 6 survived the battle. So there were 6 units in France, which is quite nice. Obviously, I had Northwest and Baltic. Yeah, so pretty good for the US there, and just general shipping in. Logistics looks good, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the logistics are solid. So obviously, yeah, nice play from 4C or Cyclicduck. Nice coordination there. On to round 6. Purchases 5 artilleries. This was... Oh, she bought 5. Oh, okay, cool. I miscalculated them. Yeah, so we had a bit of... There was a lot of discussion in the Discord about what to do. We were stuck on Russia's go for a minute or so. Well, I say a minute, about a while. Just to discuss what to do, because there was a lot of options. The board position was quite complicated. Also, there's the main stack from Germany here. We got a miniature stack in Ukraine. Obviously, Japan's pushing up with a lot of numbers. So we were just thinking what we could realistically hold of these 3. Obviously, we're holding Moscow, but I mean of these, these 2 pretty much. If we could stay in both of them, or if we could pull out from one, or what the plan was. So I think we all had a look at the board. I put across my thoughts, what I would have done. And it was pretty much just to pull out of the Caucasus. I don't think we could hold everything comfortably. West Russia here it's well, I'd say it's comfortable because the Germans had to trade a lot of stuff around Europe. They don't want to take a fight in West Russia, particularly when we give them less than 50% odds. So that was fine. So yeah, it's about 40-something chance for the Germans to take that. They're not going to take that trade at this stage. They want their planes to trade, so that's comfortable pretty much. It was just Caucasus really, and just making sure we could, because these are all Japanese controlled as well, so we were just having to take this to avoid the blitz from the German tanks. And yeah, so basically what we decided was to pull out from the Caucasus. We're going to instead of trying to stack it, we're going to try to dead zone it, as well as the as Kazakh. So these 2 are going to we're going to attempt to dead zone for as long as we can, which may involve a retreat from West Russia. Actually, I think it will this round because of what's happening. So yeah, basically, yeah, Russia took Archangel to avoid the tank blitz into Moscow. Took Vlogda, and it's moved a few things around. So we've got the maximum artillery in Moscow. So should the Japanese try to stack this, then we can obviously hopefully kill it. Because I will be going for the attack into Kazakh here with a few troops. So see what we can do. Yeah, I think we're probably going to be pulling out of West Russia this round because of what's happened on Germany's turn. So we'll get to Germany. 8 infantry, 1 fighter. This is Goldgreatdane. So obviously did the right thing, tried to trade what he could, take back the territories, particularly France and Italy and that kind of stuff. Took back Italy, Belarus, France. Destroyed 6, lost 3. Good trade for the Germans there, very good. That was nice for them. Less convincing in Northwestern, that was painful. He killed 1 artillery, 1 infantry, but lost 4 of his own, which that was pretty pricey. I think, did he just attack with infantry there? No, obviously he had a tank left. Okay, fair enough. So a bit brutal on the dice there for him. But the key thing, this is really the important thing, is he lost 2 attackers on Baltic and into territory, which now has led to the fact that we can attack Berlin with all our planes in West Russia, because it gives a landing spot 1, 2, 3, and then 4 into Baltic. So the odds are with us for taking Berlin, which we will be going for this round. The calculation is to win the fight. We've got about 85. I've got about an 85% chance to win, which is great. It's going to mean probably sacking some fighters, but that's well worth it for Berlin being the prize, and the fact that we can probably kill a lot of the reinforcements coming in. If we could hold it for 1 round, then that's going to be great. Because obviously we can drop 10 infantry there with fighter support and just try and hang on. Because Moscow's still not anywhere near dying really yet. We've got a lot of infantry left, so if we can take Berlin, that's going to be absolutely game winning, I think. So yeah, the reinforcements he can bring from here. He can try and kill some guys in here in Italy, kill the France stack, kill this guy, kill the tank in Northwestern with some of this, possibly. We'll see, but yeah, it may be Berlin may be ours by the end of this round for the long term. Hopefully, we shall see. So yeah, on to me. Yeah, it's going to mean obviously a few things happening here. We're going to have to probably sack some fighters. Again, it's 85%, so it's by no means guaranteed. If I should fail the attack, and I am going to go all out for it, to give... If I should fail, I'll still commit to it, just to give the US the best possible chance. because if I do fail, there are 7 planes from Japan that are going to be flown in to defend. So the odds get, I think, if we look at the 2 battles on their own, before we even start, the odds do get worse if we have to do a 2-way attack with the US and the UK combined with the Japanese reinforcements. The odds are slightly worse. I think it's like 75% chance we still take it with two waves of attack. So ideally we take it with just me, and I'll select some planes, and hopefully we can capture it. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to plan for the reinforcements. Obviously, I'm going to plan positively, hoping that we take it. So with that in mind, we're going to go for some big buys. Ooh, that's a shame. I think I've got to really force out. Although I could just pick up from Norway. Yeah, no, let's do that. Let's do that. Forget that. So let's do this instead. Bosh. So that gives us still the full transport load, but it gives us to squeeze out a plane, and we can bank a little bit as well on the side. So that's quite nice. I could even drop a tank in there. Maximum. Totally maximise it. No, don't like it. We'll do that instead. So we should have some good attacking forces there for us. 1 fighter, obviously, and yeah, that should do it. So my job here is pretty important. I've got to clear out Kazakh still, because I think I'm going to probably leave Novo. I would. The plan before we saw Berlin was just to for me to clear this out and just pull out from Caucasus and probably actually still stack West Russia, but the plan has changed now, obviously. So I think I'll still clear Kazakh, because these 2 planes can't reach Berlin, unfortunately. The rest can reach, so these 2 can go here. So we'll do that, try and clear them out. The rest will go this way. Now, another important point here is we need to block Baltic from the Germans. I need to pull this infantry into the fight just to give us the best chance possible, but it does mean they can blitz through and possibly recapture. So something's got to be put here, either a plane, or potentially the Russians could maybe actually just capture Belorussia and then blitz the tank through to blocks. That's probably the best way, actually. I don't want to lose any more planes than we have to, because I'm already going to be sacking planes probably in this fight, so I think if we can avoid any more plane losses, that would be a good thing. So anyway, let's go for it. So all in attack. So fingers crossed. We had 1 big battle in this game so far, and that was obviously when Russia tried to take Karelia. With good, actually, scarily, well, I think the odds were pretty similar. The odds were very similar for the battles we were about to do, so fingers crossed this time we can actually pull it off. So we shall see. Let's grab all you guys. In fact, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Just checking that's right. So we've got 18 combatants, yeah, versus 13. Yeah, that's all correct. Here, I'm just going to check the odds on this quickly. I want to see what the odds are. So I'd like to not put my tank into the fight if possible, actually. So just 2 infantry, 2 fighters. Yeah, we don't necessarily need... Oof. Bit scary, though. The odds are so comfortable for 2 infantry and 2 planes hitting this, but I've just got no confidence in the fighters at all. 0 confidence. Because if they get odds are we won't get any hits with the infantry, and we might get 1 with the fighters. That's odds, and I can just feel them getting 2 hits back, and then me having to sack a fighter for that. So I'm going to go with the tank, I think. Might be the wrong choice. It's probably the wrong choice, actually. I should trust the odds here, to be fair. Yeah, actually, to conquer it's about 75%. So, with the okay, let's just commit to it. In fact, what we could do is just do this instead. Avoid actually sending in a tank and just doing this. Yeah, that's much more comfortable. Let's do that. Okay, so I think we're ready to go. Anything else I can do? Again, I can't really do much about this. It's going to happen whether I want it to or not. I can't really. I might as well just sit on the defence there. Any more value I can get from this situation? Hit this, maybe? Doesn't really make any difference. They can't take it anyway. Yeah, it's just a waste of a tank. I'll pull the tank back to Moscow. Okay, so fingers crossed. Smeer's actually spectating, so he knows what's going on. Unfortunately, 4Seed, I don't think he got the message on Discord, so he's not going to be here to watch this, but still. Fingers crossed. Okay, I guess we go all in. Come on, boys. Strong attack on Germany. That's reassuring when the in-game calculator said it's strong. You know you're in for some good odds. Right, going in, can we get 2 cruiser hits? Okay, I'll take one. That hurts though. That really hurts. That's way above average, dude. I'm pushing on, obviously, but that's not good. Okay, let's reassess. That's so painful, man. Oh, what is it with this? Give me his terrible odds. Okay, 3. Oh, okay, we're in much worse shape than we were, but I'm still going to push on here, so let's just try it. Come on. No. Better. Crap. 2, 4. Oh my god, dude. It doesn't matter anyway. Oh my god, dude, we cannot get a decent roll in this game. Unbelievable. Oh, I was just annoying at myself there because I forgot to take the... Okay, well that works. Of course, the fighters get 2 hits there, of course. Of course they do. The battle doesn't matter. Damn it, dude. Okay, yeah, I was annoyed. I should have taken the 2 planes as a casualty there just in case that we actually managed to win that fight, but it didn't matter in the end because we lost anyway. But still, that's not good. That is not good. So let's recalculate what we need to do then. I don't think we're going to have odds now. If the Japanese bring in 6 fighters, 1 bomber, they've still got an anti-air gun left, which sucks as well. Because that's also a mistake from that's also a mistake from Germany. Because on that situation, the anti-air gun should always be on die first. Because in a situation where someone's attacking one of your territories that's got an anti-air gun in it, it's going to be a territory that you want to keep because it's got an anti-air gun in it. You know, it must be one of the forward stacks or a home province. So having this die first is really important to get you squeeze a little bit more percentage out of the odds. So actually, the fact that this is actually still not on die first means we had better odds than I thought we had, and we still lost. So that's brutal, absolutely brutal. Oh, great rolls here though. That's the main thing. Oh my god. So let's recalculate. So Germany has, so it's gonna have just 7 fighters remaining. Well, just 7 fighters. It's gonna have 7 fighters remaining. We're gonna be attacking with 1 infantry, 1 artillery. We'll be attacking with 6 fighters. It's really annoying that that's alive because it's gonna affect our odds again because it's got another chance to roll, which is annoying. Very lucky from Germany there. Very lucky. 1 bomber. It's going to have no cruiser bombardments. It's got a battleship bombardment. So 55% on Berlin. 55%. We do get a slight profit on average, but again, it's very close. It's super close. So, oof, yeah, that's rough. Very unfortunate for us there. How's the... Yeah, my beautiful fighters all died. So I think obviously we're kind of committed now. I think we have to take odds of 55%, and fingers crossed. We've had that's the second battle that's gone badly for us. I think the third one. I mean, you know, you'd think on the 3rd try we might get a bit of luck. So fingers crossed we can possibly take it, but it's going to be costly, very costly. And there's no way we can get in a 3rd wave because sorry, Russia's got no troops nearby, obviously. Yeah, pretty brutal. Damn. That's the nature of the game, though. That's the nature of the game. the dice can, swing for you. Okay, well, I was just actually thinking the nice thing here is that obviously the Japanese planes They can't reach season 5, which is good for me because they could potentially kill some stuff on the way. They wouldn't do that because they need the odds to. They'll have to fly straight to Berlin, but still. My fleet's completely safe this round, which is nice. We have killed some German fighters, I suppose. And yeah, we still have, technically, we've still got odds to win the fight in Berlin, but it's not comfortable by any means. So it's going to be 11 attackers versus 9 defenders. They've got 9 hit points. We've got 10. They defend on 32. We attack on 33. So it's super, super close. So yeah, I think all we can hope for is we get a roll with the battleship and the anti-air gun doesn't hit back, and that's going to be a good start for us. So we shall see. Anyway, I'll wrap this round up. But unfortunate for us there. Very unlucky. But we may get another crack at it, hopefully. With the oh my god, what I'm doing. Cancel. There we go. Okay, so as it stands, 179 for the Allies, 186 for the Axis. So I forgot to check with the batch. Oh, I should have actually. I'm going to go back on the recording and see what the the profit was for Germany there. Obviously, I think it probably would be substantial, given how many fighters died. But I think we did cause some damage to Germany too. There is a chance. No, there's not a chance. I think if we've been playing, if Japan was being played by a weaker player, I think we may have got a chance to take Berlin without them noticing, because it's not a kind of thing you really pay attention to as Japan. You're more focused on your area because you know Berlin is the last place you're thinking really is going to have any being captured. At least at this stage of the game, because there's no real pressure there at the moment. It was just a luck of the draw thing with Baltic. So yeah, I think it's a lesser player might have missed that, but I think personally there's zero chance that General misses that and reinforces. I think that's just it's not going to happen. So there will be Japanese planes sitting there, and just fingers crossed we can get the rolls, I guess. So there we go. That's a very disappointing UK 6 for us there. Very disappointing, but it happens. So I'll pass it back to Japan, and we'll see you back for round 7. Okay, UK 7. So it's been a really peculiar game at this one. It's been so many strange outcomes and strange battles. It's been a lot of fun. I like these kind of games where it's very unpredictable. So let's just jump back and check for round 6 for General AM. 3 tanks, 6 infantry, 1 transport, 2 artilleries. Obviously just expansion everywhere. Oh, I still got this, which is nice. Okay. US might be thinking about expansion into the Pacific here, or at least a slight bit of pressure in the Pacific with the positioning of these 2, or these 4 rather. Interesting. Yeah, the pressure from excuse me, the expansion from Japan is getting scary, because we know General Aim's a really strong player, so having his economy being at 51 and it's only going to get bigger is worrying to say the least. But yeah, I've mentioned in the Discord the US needs to counter this with something, because we can't let this go uncontested. We have to fight for Africa, because that is going to become quite important later on. So more expansion from Japan. US 4C, 6 into 6 artillery, 6 infantry, maximum buy. Yeah, doesn't quite line up because we had to do some attack on Berlin, but we'll make it work. It's fine. Now this is the big thing. I went for Berlin, obviously, failed to take it with like 80% plus odds. We decided just to go for Berlin still with the US. Their odds were about 30% to win the fight, and he won. so we actually took Berlin, which is insane. So the battles in this game have all been in reverse. We've been getting the lower percentage outcomes for all the major battles so far. It's really peculiar. So yeah, taking Berlin was huge, because that's taking Germany. That was what we needed to do, and it's going to give us a big leg up in Europe, obviously, because Germany's going to be without troops for like 3 rounds. And obviously it gives us a massive boost of income. The US has got 94 to spend this round, which is huge. So you could also probably afford to drop a little fleet in the Pacific, maybe. and still produce this side as normal. So there's lots of options there. And also it's going to give me, because the Germans have decided to come back, which I think is the right choice. Oh, he's actually left a... Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, that's actually quite risky, I think, for Germany. He's done like a... I was expecting a full retreat from Germany to stack Berlin again. Oof. I may need to pull some fighters out here, actually, just to kind of... I've not done the calculations. I've literally just jumped on. I only saw the board after the US went, so I've not seen Germany's move. That's quite interesting. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, so the US took Berlin, which was awesome. So it's given us a real chance at this game, because I think we were very much behind, particularly with the situation with Japan. But that's given us a chance to win this game, so that's pretty cool. With Russia, 3 infantry, 2 artilleries for Smeer. Combat Caucasus, just destroyed 2 infantry, lost nothing, which is nice, so good, keeping the Axis from deploying here. I think, I'm not sure again of the odds here. It doesn't look like we can wipe this now. I'm not sure. It's going to be 20, 23, 30, 33, we have 43, 45, oof, I don't know. I have to work out the odds on that, but there's a lot of a lot of ones hitting in there, so I'm not sure how that's going to look. Anyway, we'll get to that later. But yeah, we'll just pull back to Moscow, which is the safe thing to do, to try and keep these guys out of here. Germany obviously no purchase. Combat, blitz the tank around the place, recaptured Berlin, which makes sense obviously. And yeah, I was surprised that he's not pulled back the full force, and he's still holding Karelia, because I think that this could come back to bite him if the Americans can get everything landed. If we can get like a big, because I'm going to take Berlin now. If the Americans can land 6 troops here, we've got 1 plane left though, to be fair, so it might be enough actually. He's going to have 19. One good thing is there's no... Yeah, another huge thing I've completely forgotten. Japan's got no fighters now because they spent them all in Berlin. So it's such a weird game, dude. It's such a weird game. Japan's got no fighters on the board, and neither is Germany. The Axis have got no fighters currently, which is so weird. It's got 1 bomber. It's a shame. I couldn't say no air force. It's got to be no fighters. That's so weird. So yeah, actually Japan's... That's just why we've got to clamp them down now really hard in Africa, because they can't really... There's not a lot of counter... they've got not a lot of attacking power, sorry. So if we can try and we'll, control them a bit in Africa, that'd be a good thing. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so not a full retreat from Germany, which might come back to haunt them possibly. Again, I'm not sure. I'll try and maintain as many almost 4 transport loads if possible. I'm not going to work out the odds for capturing Berlin potentially this round again. It's going to be a 1-2 punch again from me first, and then it's going to be the US. Yeah, I'm not sure. Which is why I think I need to pull out these 2 fighters, because Moscow's not in danger here. It's totally fine. So if I pull these fighters out to maybe Norway, then we can think about giving the best possible odds to try and hit Berlin next round. So yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, anyway, on to me. So my purchase: 5 infantry, 2 artillery. We're just going to maximise our income here and get a fighter wherever possible, because we're going to need them. We've lost a lot, obviously, in that assault on Berlin, so we're down to 3 fighters on the board. So I want to get some more if possible. So we'll go for that. 5 and 3. Because the odds are a bit tight here. We've got 5 units to kill, 3 of which are tanks. I'm just going to check what my odds are. So 2 and 3. It should be totally fine. We can probably afford to go for yeah, 1 second. 2. we take off 1 infantry. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky and not go with the full 8 units. I'm going to take 7, purely because it means we can have a full 8 next round. So let's do this first. If I can click my bloody transports. So let's do this. Grab 1 here. So go to 7 there. Bombardments, plain. So that gives us above 95% to capture Berlin, and I will sack a fighter if I have to take that. So we're buying 7 ground units this round. Next round we'll have to pick up this guy from Norway and have a full 8 for Berlin potentially. I think that's all I can do really, to be fair. There's not a lot else to do on this board. There's no point in doing that, actually, is there? There's no point in doing that at all. I might as well just go harder this round. Or take Northwestern, potentially. If I go 4 and 4, is that worth the risk? So I'm going to take a bit of a chance here. I'm just going to cancel this. Let's cancel one of the transports. Cancel this one. Okay. So we've got 6 units, 6 ground going in, with 1 fighter support, 2 bombardments. I'm going to capture Northwestern with infantry artillery. Okay, so potentially we could actually still have the full 8. So I'll have 2 units here, and then we'll have the 7 plus the 1. So we've got 10 ground attacking potentially with 4 planes and 2 bombardments. So actually that gives us quite a nice hit. It gives us the best chance possible, I think, to take Berlin again. With the American follow-up. So fingers crossed. So hopefully we take this as clean as we can. I would love to get minimal losses here to make it. Let's kill off a few of these infantry when they recapture. Assuming we do take this. This could be risky, me doing this actually. I've dropped about 10% off the battle odds, so it's not as comfortable obviously. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to take a risk. Fingers crossed. Come on. Be nice. All the 80% battles have been so cruel so far. That's great. That's the game. 1. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. So you'd expect one of those to hit back on the recapture. So fingers crossed. Let's do this. This. Excuse me. Oh, what am I doing? Why don't I use my tank for something? That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Why not think about the tank? Oh, I should have blitzed something in there. That's foolish. I don't know why I didn't blitz a tank in and out of nowhere there. There's no reason not to. I could have even done something here. I could have taken West Russia as well for the Russians. That's just bad play. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Right. Well, the job is done at least. We did our duty. It's going to be risky taking the infantry off here because it means the Germans can blitz a tank through. So that might not be what we do, but still, it depends on the odds. I would much rather take Berlin than and leave them Norway than not do that. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, our income. Let's just quickly mobilise and then we'll look at that. So our income is going to be 74 for round 8, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. See, if I just look at the odds quickly, they've got no... They can bring in a bomber, I suppose. No, they can't. Not for my attack. They can bring it in for the US attack. So let's just quickly calculate this then, based on what could happen. I want to see now what the odds of us taking by the next round. So, wave 1 is going to be... assume we'll go on max, it's going to be 6 infantry, 7 infantry. It's going to be 3 artillery. It's going to be 4 fighters. 2 bombardments. Wave 2 is going to be, at best, 3 infantry, 3 artillery, 1 fighter, and 1 bombardment. Reinforcements are going to just be 1 bomber from Japan. And the initial defense, we'll assume they're going to lose 1 infantry, so we'll say 11 infantry on defense. And it's going to be nice. No, it's going to be 9 tanks, isn't it? Shit. I thought they could just blitz through. It's a shame. Yeah, Defender wins that one, unfortunately. So it was calced out by Germany, so fair play to Goldgreatdane there. He actually calced that out. So we won't be able to control Berlin long term, which is unfortunate. However, they've got an anti-gun as well. Didn't even think about that. But yeah, we might be able to get a stack off possibly in France, which would be a nice consolation prize. So I'll take that if we can do that. That'd be quite nice. Yeah, that might be okay. Again, we'll work out the odds when it happens, but yeah, France might be a secondary target here, just to get a stack off to put maximum pressure on this. The nice thing is, obviously, Germany has lost so many rounds of building units, plus they've given us a massive influx of IPC, me and the US, so it's a good thing, definitely. And having Japan's air force wiped out, or air fighters wiped out, is huge as well, so yeah, very strange game. The attack power is probably a lot lower than it should be at this stage in a normal game, but we are ahead, which is good, so that's cool. Anyway, that's my round 7, so I'll see you back for round 8. Okay, welcome back to round 8, QTA number 16. Right, so let's jump to round 7, Japan, General AM. 10 infantry, 1 transport, 2 artillery, 1 fighter. So the rebuilding of the air force for Japan begins. 1 fighter at a time. Combat rounds, he's taken Alaska, which is kind of annoying for us. Correct. Yeah, it's a good response, I think, from the US. He's covered both situations. Yeah, obviously the US had more to spend than usual because of taking Berlin, so we've got a bit of a surplus of stuff. I think we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, Rhodesia, Congo, some expansion in Africa, which is the most worrying thing for me, I think, personally. But I'm glad to see some US troops landed. 17, destroyed the destroyer that was blocking the way. Caucasus, okay, killed those, but Russia's taken back. Fair enough. So what's Japan's national production? 52. Okay, it's there. It's strong, obviously, but it's not mega strong just yet. So yeah, the Russians have got enough to keep them at bay. I'm going to try and kill Karelia there as well this round. So the Russians really should have only Japan to think about from now on. They can probably kill West Russia, and we can let them just focus purely on keeping Japan down. So I think the game is definitely in a winning position at the moment. We've got to just very quickly mobilise and get on top of Germany. Don't let them build up again too much. Get on top of them. Just drop their income down really quickly, and we can try and we're going to get a France stack off this round, which is also nice. So we can try and very quickly overwhelm Berlin, which would be good. So once that happens, and I think if Russia's still alive when that happens, then I think we're in a fantastic spot. And that is definitely a winning position. So we'll see what we can do. Anyway, that's Japan. On to the US, 4C. 8 big buy. 8 infantry, 4 artilleries, 1 transport, 1 destroyer, 1 carrier, 2 fighters. Excuse me. He had 5 left over as well after that as well, so pretty tasty. So hang on. Mobilised. Yeah, he did put a destroyer here, which is interesting. Huh. Okay. Bit of a weird place to put just that, because there are 3 ships that are in range of this. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, big buy. Nice. I agree with the carrier and 2 fighters. I think more fleet. Obviously, we don't need it for defending sea zones. We need it for pushing Japan back, which is the right choice, I think, because there is a considerable fleet here. Although there's only 1 plane to go on it so far, but you can obviously build more. So having a fleet that can push back against this quickly, I think, is going to be nice. I like that. Obviously, it means we can just reinforce here as well. So I'd like 2 going in each round, ideally. I mean, 2 transports load going in ideally to Africa each round. It won't happen this round, unfortunately, unless I drop all my fighters into France, which I'm willing to do. I think killing this is more important. But we've got some counterplay. Anyway, that's fine. So, combat moves for The US just taking France, fair enough. The beginning of the France stack, and we will be getting. We discussed in the Discord. We are going to try and get or we will get a complex off in France with the US, because normally they would have the Norway complex, but seeing as I'm in control of Norway this game, yeah, the US are going to put one there instead, which is going to be nice, obviously. Speed up the capture of Berlin. On to round 8 for Smeer, Russia. 3 infantry, 2 artillery combat. Just a big expansional round, really. I think he took pretty much every single bordering territory. For Logden, no, but we must have already had control of that, I guess. Yeah, just expanding all round, which is the great choice, obviously. Get some income from Russia. Obviously, I can help out with Karelia now. So this whole flank is going to fall down, because Germany's gone now, so that's it. The Russians can kill West Russia, I can kill Karelia, and there's going to be no units pretty much left on this flank. So, yeah, with a stack in France as well, they can't really move out. They're kind of pinned into. They're kind of pinned in Berlin, so this flank is going to become quite nicer. As long as we can hold this, I think. I'm not sure actually, I'm sure of the odds. I'm pretty sure that Japan just stacks the Caucasus here. I think. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's a shame, but we knew that was coming at some point. On to Germany. Obviously, no purchase. Just retook Germany and hit West Russia as well from Karelia, and then on to me. So we had obviously a lot to spend, and it's going to be nice in a way that we've got a surplus, because I'm losing income in Africa. So this is going to keep me afloat. This is going to keep my purchases healthy for the next few rounds, and I can still be pretty extravagant, really. I can still output 8 units with a plane included in that each round for quite a while, I think. With this surplus income, that's nice. So it's going to keep me afloat while I grab some more stuff. I did think about a complex in Norway, but I don't think my income's going to run out, I think, quite quickly, and it's going to mean I can't afford a fighter per round, which I would like to do ideally. So I'm going to try and keep it to 7 ground and 1 plane per round. I think doing a complex in Norway would have, prevented me from doing that. I would have had to just, eventually would have been down to like 10 infantry per round, I think. Because we're already producing 24 right now. We're not going to get a huge amount more than that for a while, so yeah. Maybe later, if we get control of Karelia, well, that's going to be Russian control, but still, if I can get some troops maybe in these 3, or somewhere around here, and maybe northwest as well, we can think about something else like that, complex in Norway, but we'll see. So for now, anyway, it's 1 plane, 1 fighter, sorry, and 3 tanks. I'm going to go for tanks for the time being. May as well just spend them on something nice. I'll treat myself to some armour. So we're going to go all in for Karelia. What's nice here is I can reinforce France with these 2 planes from the fleet. They can go 1, 2, 3, 4 back to France. France. So that's quite nice. And I've got 2 planes here that can land back on the carrier. I'm going to be reinforcing France with 1 artillery. I'm not going to put both in there because actually, I'm just going to check the odds here. It's going to be 3, 15 land. Yeah, that's comfortable. Just think about what can be attacked here. They can attack obviously with just what's in Berlin. So I'm going to leave them 15 land, which is including the 12 from these guys. Excuse me, apologise. So that's calculating for, if I put in, well, if there's 3 planes there, which is going to be this one and the 2 that are attacking Karelia, they've got about 75% chance to hold, which is good enough, I think. Germany's not going to take that fight. They're never going to take that fight. So what it enables me to do is to leave 1 in the northwestern, because there's no planes for Germany. Trading any kind of territory now is going to be really hard for them, because they've got no artillery and they've got only tanks. So they have to either commit a lot of infantry, or they're going to have to go like infantry tank, and it's going to wear them out so quickly. So I think it's really important to leave at least something in each territory now to force them to commit more than they want to recapture something. And with that in mind, actually, excuse me. With that in mind, I'm thinking actually maybe Baltic States is a good target here as well. With I didn't calculate the bombardments, so I could probably use 2 of those on this. Maybe go 2 infantry. Can I risk that? Take 2 off this. It's still healthy. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk that. I was going to just get it up on the... Oh, maybe not actually. Hang on. Let's go 1, 2 here. 1, 2 here. There, 2, and then the remainder. So, yes, 11 attackers, which is correct. Versus 8. Yep. So we've still got about... We've got over 90% to win the fight, but that's going to mean sacking a fighter, which I guess I'm okay with. I'm comfortable with that. That's fine. And tell you what, even if I don't win the fight in Karelia, the Russians can then sweep in and take it anyway, so it's not the end of the world, I suppose. Okay, let's take it a bit more risky. I'm fine with that. Let's do it. Strong and strong. Got less confidence in that prediction from the in-game calculator now, after what's happened in this game. Okay, there's always a hit going in. Damn, that's a shame. Okay. Big hits now, come on. 1. Fuck you, guys. Fuck you. Seriously. Not the other team, I mean this game. Dice, man. Dice are brutal. Seriously? Oh my god. I'm pushing on. I'm being stubborn. I'm frustrated and stubborn. They've done no damage at all. They've done no damage at all. Oh god. This game has been, I mean this specific game has been so strange with the rolls. It's been really, really weird. Just cannot get any decent rolls on the battles that we should be winning. It's just peculiar. I can't justify pushing forward here. There's no justification for that. It's too expensive to do. So, yeah, that's very annoying. Very annoying. Okay, we took Baltic, but that's not really a consolation prize considering what happened in Karelia. Damn. Okay, let's do this. That's very unfortunate. Nothing a lot for me to do after the combat rounds, actually, because we've got no other players or no other units on the board apart from this, which is about to die, so... Yeah, not a huge job for me. That's just very annoying. Very annoying. Again, good odds, just can't get rewarded for it. It's really weird. But how are we looking at 26, 45, 18... Still a healthy attack parley, which is nice, which you'd expect as well. Losing a plane there doesn't help, but still, it's alright. It's given Germany something to think about here. They've got a few options. I would like, if possible, the Russians here to take Karelia, although they may not go for it now because obviously Japan's going to be quickly stacking this. I think. I don't think we can keep them out of there. No, we can't. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Because these two tanks as well, they know they've lost Karelia now, Germany. They can't hold on to Karelia. So they're probably going to bring these two tanks forward, I would imagine. Oh, got 3 people actually on. So yeah. General Lame's online but not watching. So yeah, these two tanks are potentially going to be alive for the rest of the game, or for a portion of the game. Because if Japan goes heavy on Caucasus here, I think the Russians are going to need a lot of things nearby to help out. I can bring... Actually, I probably should have... No, that's fine. I can land 1 fighter. Just 1 fighter. Okay. I'm not going to speculate too much because it's Japan's go, so we'll see what they do afterwards, but yeah. Goddamn Karelia. So annoying. Okay, that's my round 8. I'll see you back for round 9. Okay, welcome to round 9. Japan, round 8. 2 tanks, 5 infantry, 3 artillery, 2 fighters, so more more fighters for the Japanese Air Force, so they're up to 4 now. so getting back up to their old numbers. Combat, Libya, so that's kind of annoying. We need to kind of stop this infantry because it's going to give the Germans a lot more income. Well, that's an infantry worth of income in those 3 territories, so kind of want to stop that if possible. But nice blocking here from the Japanese fleet. French Equatorial Africa, Hawaiian Islands. Ooh, nice. That's good. They lost 2 infantry for the... Oh, that's really good, actually. Wow, nice. So slight delay on the capture of Hawaii, which is good. I've still got this as well, which I'm surprised about. There's still 2 territories here that I've not lost, which is great for me, considering the situation here. And this as well. Madagascar's not fallen, which is also a nice bonus. I think they will fall eventually, but for now we can enjoy them. Archangel and 56, yeah, that's to be expected. Onto the US. 1 complex for France, 1 fighter, 3 artillery, 4 infantry. Combat moves, Italy captured it, nice. Alaska retaken, which is good. South Africa tried to capture this, but failed, unfortunately. That's disappointing. That would have been nice just to grab those two IPC territory back, but yeah, he might drop more in, I don't know. I think I'd probably rather him not do that though. It'd be nice for me, but I think I'd rather have his transports working more effectively up here than just coming in to do this, so not sure. I'll leave that with him anyway. Let him decide. So yeah, pretty much what there was there. Captured French Equatorial Africa, good. Right, on to Russia, round 9. So this was the key round for us here, or key battle again. So we basically decided, Smeer noticed that obviously the Japanese presence was pretty strong in Caucasus, and they were churning out 4 units from here, 3 from here, 3 units were flying in from here every round, and 4 from here. We were basically going to get overwhelmed in Russia within a few rounds. The odds they had, we did some calculations based on what they can move where, assuming we didn't attack anything. And Japan basically had odds for round 11 on Moscow. It wasn't comfortable odds, but they had above 50%. And then it gets worse and worse because I can fly in some planes and the Americans can fly in a limited amount, but they're just the Russians are being completely outpaced by Japan, which is to be expected. So yeah, Smeer suggested going for the attack on Caucasus because we had above 50% actually to try and, or at least to win the fight. So I was up for it. Yeah, totally go for it, because if we won that fight, we could bring you'd hope the fighters would be coming back alive. And obviously from there we can really stall out Japan, because they would have lost a big chunk of units, plus the ability to deploy in Caucasus, so it would have bought us definitely some more rounds, and it gives us more time to work on Germany. However, it went pretty badly. So the defenders lost 18 units, essentially. We lost more than that, 27. So the dice have not been good in this game, I would say. The key battles we've been slaughtered in. This was obviously, we knew the risk going into this one. It was far more risky, because it was only just above 50%, so it could have swung either way. This is a bit of a heavier swing, I would say, towards Japan, which is unfortunate, because Japan doesn't have odds on Moscow now. They can take Moscow this round if they want to, which I'm sure they will. So yeah, very unfortunate for us. I think I can't be too frustrated with this game. I have enjoyed it, to be fair. I can't be too frustrated though, because I think we made the right calls when we had to. But this was questionable. But again, I mean, Moscow still falls either way. So we were kind of hoping to, buy ourselves the most time possible by going for that attack. So I'm still behind that attack. I still think it was fine. And these community games, it's a bit fun to kind of throw in some risky plays here and there. I do enjoy that. Just unfortunately, it didn't fall our way. I think we played. I'm talking about the game's over, which it pretty much is, but we're not quite finished yet. The Axis have got to finish this off completely, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think the big thing for us at the start was taking the fight against Karelia in round 2, Russia round 2, because if it went with the odds, that would have been crippling for Germany in round 2, and I think from there we would have snowballed that very quickly into an Allied win. As it was, we couldn't take it, and it threw us into a different kind of game, and a few battles since then have been pretty bad as well. my attack on this, my attack on Germany, just various things around the board have not been great. We've been dicing on the key battles, I think. So I can't feel too mad at this game. It was more of a luck thing, I think, this round or this game, based on anything else. So yeah, the Russians are going to be in some serious trouble this round. I kind of feel bad for Smeer though, because if he gets wiped out, he's out of the game. So it's kind of unfortunate for Smeer because he won't be playing anymore. But we'll see. The odds are they're not like, you know, crushingly bad. They are bad. I think they're above 90%, but they're not like 99%. They are. There's a bit of wiggle room, and I'm going to actually land the fighter here because it gives us an extra 10%. I think 4C, the US player worked out. So I will fly him in just on the off chance we can at least kill some more. Well, at the very least, kill some more units, or on the very, very slim chance we actually manage to hold. But I don't think that's going to be happening. Yeah, we're not. The dice on us are not friendly this game. So that's pretty much it. Retreated. He fell back, rightly so, from the attack. I forget which round. I think it was round 3 in the battle. I forget. But yeah, he retreated once it was futile. So yeah, Moscow's about to fall probably. Germany for round 9 infantry. Goodbye. Baltic states captured, and Italy captured. What did you move with? Okay, fair enough. Okay, so on to me. I'm going to continue my tank buys, because why not, and a fighter buy per round, so still got a nice little surplus from capturing Berlin before, which is good. Well, actually, it works out really nice this round, because Germany blitzed in and out of Finland, so I can use the one, so I've got 7 units to use, so I can use the one there to capture that, which is nice, and then the 3 full transports for everything else, which works out nicely, so let's go grab one here. I think what we'll do is to try and place it safe as possible, I'm going to go, there's no anti-aircraft gun here, so we can go all in with the planes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's fine. And then I can use the bombardments here, so it's 6 versus 4 I suppose, but not quite, and then 6 versus 2. I'm actually going to cancel one of those. I'm going to risk a fighter here, I think. Probably not that fighter though. Yeah, let's not risk that fighter, because this fighter needs to get to Moscow, so let's not risk that one. Okay. Right. Please let me take credit this round. I've been trying for a while. It'd be nice to actually capture this round. Okay. Miss, good. Got it. Perfect. Alright, credit, come on. Don't hit my plane for a start, that's going to be a big thing. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I think General might have had a word with him about the order of death on the defense profile, because that anti-air gun took a hit early there. Good. Finally, we're taking credit. That's nice. There we go. Well, it does leave Germany wide open pretty much on this side. Well, not really, because Japan's going next, and they can blitz wherever they want, really. They don't actually necessarily have to take Moscow this round. They could potentially delay it. I don't think they will. I think they'll take Moscow, but they could just reinforce other things. And the problem with obviously not having Germany where we want them before Moscow falls is the fact that these planes and Japanese planes and tanks are going to be very quickly moving towards Berlin. So yeah, we're on a clock here. Assuming Moscow falls, we're on a very tight clock actually. So we'll have to see what we can do. But anyway, let's move on. Done what we can. 3 tanks, 4 infantry. There we go. Cool. So attack power midway through the round. 169 for the Allies, 160 for the Axis, but Japan is obviously looking rather intimidating. But still, nice to finish off the remainder of the Germans on this side over here. So we lock down Credius slightly, and yeah. Anyway, we'll pass it back to. Could I have flown more in there? No, I couldn't. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, we'll hand it back to General AM for what will probably be the conquest of Moscow, and I'll see you back for round 10. Cheers. Okay, so welcome to round 10. Yeah, we'll get to Moscow in a second. Well, right now actually, round 9, Japan. So 2 fighters, 10 infantry, 2 tanks, combat, various bits around the board, and obviously the big one was Russia. We knew it was going to fall. The odds were very strong for Japan, so yeah, we expected that to happen. Unfortunately, and also unfortunately, these tanks can reach Berlin by the time we plan to hit. So our odds aren't great on Berlin, I'll be honest. But we're going to give it a go. That's our last Hail Mary play, is to try and take Berlin. I still don't think we can win from that position, because Japan is still extremely strong. But we'll do what we can. So for round 9, 5 infantry, 6 artillery, 1 fighter for the US combat. Grab South Africa, Italy. Just moving things. Big transport drop coming to France this round, which is why we're going to wait until round 11 to go for Berlin. We could attack this round, but the odds are significantly worse going this round as opposed to going next round, even with these tanks coming back. So we're going to wait until round 11 to do our 1-2 punch, see what we can do. Round 10 for Russia, obviously non-existent now. Smeer's out of the game, unfortunately. Bye for Germany here. 9 infantry, 1 tank. Just maximising their income for Berlin, which makes a lot of sense. If you can afford to deploy 10 units there, you might as well get a tank as well. That's a good choice. Baltic states destroyed 1 tank, 1 infantry losses. That's unfortunate. So on to me. So I've done my buy, I think, as best as I can, maximising the units I've already got on the board. So yeah, I could afford 1 fighter, 1 bomber by swapping out tanks for artillery. I think that's probably better, I would say. It puts a bit more power in our infantry, but also that 4 could be important later on. I don't know, so we'll see. Yeah, that's my buy anyway. 2 infantry, 4 artillery, and we'll grab this guy as well. And yeah, see what we can do next round. Combat wise, I don't really want to take Italy, if I'm honest. There doesn't seem to be much point. I think all we're going to do is just try and grab this. We'll use all the planes nearby as well. Yeah, that was the plan. Okay, so I'm going to grab 1 infantry off there, so the 3 remaining transports can drop these 6 guys off into France to keep them safe, obviously. Then that 1 infantry left over here is going to grab that infantry for the hit on Berlin. I can leave the fleet here, it's safe enough. There's only 5 planes from Japan that can hit, which I don't think is going to be enough to kill it. And this is already protected by the Americans, so that's fine. So we'll do this, go all in here. In fact, we can make that even better if I just alter something here. Can I grab my transport? Let's cancel this. Start again. 1. So I'm picking the tank up there. I can actually get both bombardments in, so that's slightly better. Okay, I think that looks good. It's 4 ground versus my 4, but I've got 4 planes and 2 bombardments. That looks pretty good. So hopefully we'll have something left over here. There's nowhere, I don't think, to stop these tanks coming into Berlin. I just don't think it's possible. We've not got enough ground troops over here to help out, or to do that. Because wherever I block, they can just get through anyway. On the non-com, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I think we're going to have to let these tanks come through, unfortunately. Still got Australia, which is nice. Got to even attack this. There's no point. Does that make it any difference at all? Screw it, I was going to go for the attack. It doesn't really matter now anyway, so why not? Let's just do it. Okay, I think that should be it then. Sorry, just a pause there. Yeah, 4C was suggesting go for Italy, but I don't see the point, because Japan can drop an infantry off into Italy with full air support to reclaim it. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 into Berlin. So, I'd likely, you know, 2 out of 3 times I'd lose the artillery, and the Japanese wouldn't lose anything. So I don't think it's worth it. I think at this point we're so obviously we're way behind the odds anyway on Berlin. I think we're going to keep everything tight in, you know, in one spot here. I'm even thinking about pulling this infantry out of Northwestern. I think I might just leave it there just in case, but it's doesn't. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. That's fine. Okay. Anyway, let's just crack on. We'll see how the Australia flag goes. I'm quite willing to retreat from that straight away. Good bombardment as well. Whoa! Holy crap! That was impressive. Very impressive. Come on, Australia. Let's unite the country. Good start. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Oh, lovely. Wow. Happy with that. It's completely meaningless, but still happy with that. Okay, 2 here. Back here. Oh god, what have I done here? Hold fire, 1 sec. There we go, that's better. You can stay where you are. Mainly 3 transports come here. This infantry, do we guarantee? I think we just leave them there, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just gonna make sure my profile's correct here. Carries first, because we have got safe places to land, so sea fighting. Yeah, fighters die last, that's good. Okay. Alright, I think that should be good then. Well, I actually calculated to have less troops here in Baltic states. It's not going to make a huge difference, but if this is to somehow survive, then that could be quite nice, just to give us a bit of an extra percentage boost in troops. So see if that remains alive. But anyway, that's my very short round 10. So I'll see you back for round 11, and likely to be the last round of this game. I would think. If we don't take Berlin, I think we're going to probably call it. I would imagine. I don't see a point of really playing on to the bitter end if we failed the Berlin attack. So yeah, see you back for round 11. Okay, welcome back to. Oh, spectating. Okay, cool. Welcome back to round 11, and I think probably the last round of this game, as I mentioned before. I forget the odds. I should probably put them on the screen if I don't forget. What the odds are for actually taking this. One thing I didn't actually consider here was the fact that Japan could build fighters in Russia, which would then be able to fly in for round 12. So actually, I think it's far worse than we actually thought. Sorry, I think excuse me. I think the odds are going to have to be we're going to have to get very lucky on this attack from the UK, which is. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. The way it's been going this game, I don't feel confident at all. So I forget what did he say? Okay, 4C is saying if I kill 11, his chances are 40%, which is actually better than I thought. And every infantry, yeah, which is true. Every infantry I kill, the odds get better. So, okay, well, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Anyway, so the buy is going to be pretty much irrelevant here. I mean, I'm still not expecting a round 12, but we'll play it out as if we are. We'll try and play positive. So the money's finally run out. That surplus we had after taking Berlin is finally out now after that big buy last round. So probably going to drop a few artillery off here, even one more. There we go, maxed out. So a full transport loads, which is not great actually because we're probably going to lose a lot of planes here. But again, it doesn't really matter. So let's just go for it. Oh, sorry. Before I do this, I should probably look back at what actually happened for the rest of the rounds though. So for round 10, after my go, 4 fighters, which is right. I'm pretty sure this has all been calculated because obviously General knows exactly what he's doing. So I'm sure that specific buy of 4 fighters was calculated because he could have bought a lot more. And had them all flying, so I think it's very very calculated, which is scary actually. French West Africa, so they've got all of Africa now pretty much, apart from Morocco and Madagascar. So income wise, what's he actually on now? 75. Jesus. Yeah, they're actually over. They've just broken 100 combined national production, so that's death for the Allies. Even if we do take Berlin. Sorry, I'm fighting a cough all the time. Commentary is really quite hard. keeps ticking my throat. So yeah, even if we do take Berlin, I mean, that's 10 IPC back. So it's a 20 IPC swing, to be fair, but still, that's a huge gap to make up. That's just massive. So yeah, not looking healthy that side. A few bits. Bob's Hawaiian Islands have been captured. Obviously, 4C had to capture a VC actually last round because we were actually on, the Axis were on 9, so we had to actually capture one, which was Italy. So fair play. Anyway, on to round 10 for the US, the final buy, probably 6 tanks, 3 infantry. Maxing out his output there, which makes sense. Yeah, just took Italy, and that's pretty much it. He did mobilise here, which is good. Glad he spotted that. I probably should have left a note just in case, but I did notice on the way out, as before I logged off, that this was going to potentially be a problem. But he's on the ball, so yeah, good job from 4C there. He's playing sharp. Smeer, obviously no go for Russia round 11. Germany round 11. 9 infantry, as we'd expected, the best buy, maximum numbers. Baltic States, actually pretty good trade for us though. I'm surprised he went for this, to be honest. Yeah, because it was costly. I'm not sure. What did he attack? Yeah, he attacked with 2. Okay, 4 infantry, 2 tanks. Fair enough. Because these would have been better on defense. Because you're attacking with 4 units that attack on a 1, but you're defending with 4 units that defend on a 2. So they would have been they definitely would have been better on defense. So this just probably helps out a very small amount. But again, I don't think in the overall picture it will make any difference, to be honest. So yeah, fair enough. On to me. So my buy and the battle. So yeah, Goldgreatdane's watching. So let's grab this. No, can't do that. That's already a mistake. Good job. Last one. Let's grab you, down, and let's do bombardments, planes. Let's grab all the boys we can. Everything goes. You're on attack, obviously. $23 attackers versus more than that. We got about 40 something on there, I think. Anything else I can do? I like this. It's like this one bastion of the British Empire still in the Pacific, untouched, pure. I like it. Nice. Although Madagascar's there as well, I suppose, which is nice. I'm surprised that hasn't been taken, to be honest. Again, he doesn't need to take it, to be fair, but I'm surprised it's not been taken. Anyway, that is all I can do. I think all bombardments are done. Yeah. Right, let's roll. What's it going to say on the calculator, I wonder? You fool. Implausible. Okay. Come on, boys. Big hits. Okay, not bad. Good start. 2 not good. That's alright. Okay, could have been worse. We want 11 was the thing. We want 11, so let's try and get 11. Big hits back there. I think that's probably wiped us. There we go. I guess we just play up. We just fight on. Yay! You got one more. Okay, nice. Damn. I forgot even how much I killed then, to be honest. Okay, fair enough. So we're too short of our target, unfortunately. But there's a very slim chance. So I'm keen to watch this part. I'm going to probably ask 4C when he logs on. I'm going to try and record the battle if possible. Because we're obviously different time zones, I'm assuming. So it might be a bit tricky to coordinate that. But if I do get the chance, I'd like to record the US go on Berlin. So we can try and get the full 1-2 punch on record. But we'll see. Anyway, that's my round 11. So likelihood is we'll be back for... Well, I'm hoping we're back for the US battle. And that will probably be a game summary. I'm guessing, but we'll see. The dice have yet to decide what happens. So anyway, there we go. That's my round 11. I'll see you back for the US attack. Okay, I just managed to get catch the recording of the battle. Oh god, mass landings for the Japanese. What's the 79? Damn. Oof. And that's without Madagascar and Australia too. Holy hell. Jeez. So we're obviously going all out for it. What's the final count? A lot of tanks there. Well, actually less than there should be, to be fair. There should be 16. Only 14. 6 planes. Where's the bomber? Oh, I killed my fleet. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I did see this afterwards, knowing that the fleet was probably dead from the Japanese Air Force, but there's nothing I could do. I had to go for the thing. We were dead either way, so yeah, it's no problem. That gets cleared up. Fair enough. Okay, he's got a 32% chance to take Berlin, which is pretty good. Although we know that there's no follow-up, so it's game over either way. Because we're going to have, what, 12 units back in here. And the Japanese can probably... Well... Yeah. We can't withstand them, I don't think. I'm just talking about the initial recapturing of Berlin back and forth. Because they're going to win it anyway. The game is 100% over. But I'm just wondering if we can hold Berlin for a round or two, but... Yeah, unlikely. It's just too much Japanese force coming. Right, combat. Let's go. Or at least capture Berlin. That'd be a nice consolation for us. So let's see. It's a bit awkward on spectating. It's always a bit delayed and weird. 22 hits. That looks good. 3s are pretty good. Okay, less return fire. I'm not sure the numbers going in what we had. I think it was less. Not sure. Okay, clear the board for round 2. 17. I'm not sure why the ships are still there. They should be gone. But so, yeah, decent hits there. It's pretty good. 12 hits back. Well, we're hitting above... We're hitting more than they are, at least. 12 hits back. I think we should take it. The dice have been so weird this game, man. It's been so weird. There you go. Captured. With actually a significant amount of troops left over as well. That's so weird. There's so many battles in this particular game that have gone the way of the underdog. So strange. Big battle for us there. I'm not sure it doesn't change anything. The one thing I suppose it does mean that Germany can't recapture. They'll try, but they can't. But obviously the Japanese will recapture because they've got 9 units bordering. Actually, well, technically 11 in range, plus some air support. So it will get recaptured. But yeah, well, we took Berlin at least. It's like a complete disaster this game. So fair play. Wow, I can't believe how much was left over actually after that fight. Given the odds going in, I'm not sure what percentage chance of that actually happening were, but that must be low, very low. Wow. Fair play. Okay, well, I'm going to go back and discuss the situation with the team because I think we'll probably carry on. We might play the next round, then we'll at least play the next round to see what happens. I don't want to just call it here. I think it'd be nice to at least see what unfolds next round, knowing we're going to lose still, but just to have an extra round out of it would make sense. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'll let him finish his go, and then we'll jump back for round 12. Okay, it's already come back to my go, so I'll very quickly just run through. I'm not going to bother going through the round, I think, at this point, because it's already... we're not going to have to focus on specific moves, because the game's already lost, but... yeah, so US took Berlin, as we just saw. Significant force there. I think the... okay, the Germans didn't actually attempt to attack it, so it'll be left for the Japanese to go for it if they want to. Do they actually take it back here? They've got the power to, if they want to. But of course that means we can recapture again, because they can't hold it. So they may choose to just deny it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's better here. I think I would probably still take it, just to deny us another round of deployment. But it's interesting. It is interesting. Anyway, I've got to get a fleet back, so I lost my entire fleet, which is fun. So I could my IPC is pitifully low, 20 IPC for the UK. Oof, I can't even afford 3 transplants. Oh, those decadent buys of tanks and planes. That's long gone. That's it. A thing of the past now. We're actually going to lose 3 more NPC as well, so we are piss poor right now. With potential for more to fall as well. Not for long, but still. This is probably going to go long term. Damn. I would love France, but that's just not possible. It doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't matter. The game's always over, so it's fine. Anyway, we do 2 transports. Try and maybe get up to 4 if we can, possibly. We're not going to. Actually, that's probably stupid. I think what we should do is try and maybe go on 2 or 3 transports, given our IPC limitations. What can we afford? 12. We could probably afford maybe just 3 transports. We could probably. Yeah. We're probably not going to be filling 3 transports, but we might be able to use like 5 units possibly per turn. Losing these 3. So that might be possible. We'll try to aim for 3, maybe even 2, and just play it flexibly. We'll see. We'll do 2 transports for now. Right. Again, there's nothing for me to do really. I'm just passing on my turn, so General AM can have his go. We are going to play on for the round off few. I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, because obviously we have lost, because Japan's just too powerful to overcome at this point, but I think it would be interesting just to see how it concludes, because there's we're going to possibly be able to hold Berlin for a few rounds here, until Japan gets its army fully mobilised in Europe, so yeah, it'll be fun to see that. Anyway, yeah, literally nothing I can do. I might move these guys to the eastern side just to do something. So that's going to be about all I can do. There you go. Tactical repositioning in Australia. That's a key move there. And yeah, that's it. I've not even checked if this is safe. Can I actually safely deploy here? I assume I can. I'll go to 7 just in case. So it gives the US a bit more flexibility. They can't hit me in 7, I don't think. There's no bombers on the board. No, there's not. So we'll just skip straight past me onto Japan. How are we looking IPC wise? Oof, 88. Which is pretty much entirely the US. 122. Which is pretty much entirely Japan. So it's kind of unfortunate for Germany here, because they've got some units left out. I think in their position I'd rather not have anything, just so they could skip past the turn. But I guess in a way it's nice, you can still play on, I suppose. Yeah, it's unfortunate Smeer was taken out. So it's no use. Sometimes you might have like a Russian sub that you can still move around the board, but not the case there. Anyway, that's my obviously extremely quick go. All my goes will be extremely quick. The majority of my goes now will just be summarising the board, I think, rather than actually making moves, but that's fine. So, pass back to Japan. Well, it seems like the remaining 4 players are kind of rotating pretty quickly through the round, so we're sort of rushing for the end of this game now. I'm going to get one more transport, I think. Do I take anything else here? Think what to buy. I'd like a bomber, to be honest. I don't think we're going to be able to afford a fleet. I think we're just going to stick with the bomber. Extra transport's good. And just bank the rest, I think. If we can afford it. Can we afford it? Not really. the bomber buy kind of kills us there, actually, unfortunately. That's more possible, but I'm gonna have 4 left. Okay, that's more reasonable, I guess. Let's just go for it. Yeah, so we've recaptured Berlin again. So how much is the US? He's got 56. Nice, extra. So they'll have over 100 to spend this round, which is nice. But again, it doesn't really mean anything, because we can't hold Berlin. If we could hold Berlin for 1 round, it'd be nice, because we could obviously deploy something there. But yeah, do I take anything here? That's the question. Don't think I do. Northwestern, again, it could just be recaptured. I think I just reinforced, to be honest. I can't reinforce. Or can I, actually? No, I can't. Oof, 3 bombers, that's painful. Okay. I can't do anything really, can I? I can't. Yeah, I've got to just reinforce here, I guess. There you go. Back of a general. So the Japanese will take it back again with, well, they've got 5, 10, 17, 19 plus air support. Well, obviously they can capture it, but I'm just wondering if we can recapture. I think that might be getting close to pushing it. If not, got the forces coming through. That. Okay, I see what he's doing. He's trying to keep us alive by going for Hawaii, which I kind of think makes sense in a way. It does keep us in the game, however, it kind of compromises our reinforcements here, so we may be obviously losing France as well, which will be enough for the Axis. Even if they do lose Hawaii, if they can grab these 3, then we've still lost. I think this is probably a mistake. I think it'd be better just to go full-on transports for France. But again, it's minor details. I think here at this point, I think it's whatever route we take is a loss. I think it's too far gone. But yeah, I see what he's going for here. It definitely buys us time. It definitely does that. But yeah, I don't think it gives us the win. Well, I don't think it keeps us alive too much longer. Anyway, that's my round 13. We're going to rattle through these rounds now. We're going to storm through. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to finish, but we are going to play out, it looks like. So we'll actually make the Axis work for it, at least. So see you back for round 14. Okay, on to round 14. I'm just thinking about my goals here. I don't think I should reinforce the US this round. I think my job is to kind of just maybe... Oof, I don't know. That's a lot of Japanese troops, actually. I think we may have hit our wall here. So I think adding 4 more troops, or potentially 10, but still, that's not really going to change much. I add 10 troops here and I lose my 3 transports, so that doesn't really work. I think maybe my goal is just to reinforce France for as long as I can and make them work for this. I don't know. I don't know what the best choice is here. We'll just keep playing it out, I suppose. Okay, there's not a lot for me to do, really. No viable attack options, I'm assuming. Nope. Not really. Not really. Let's just reinforce. And move the 2 from Eastern US to Western US. Again, I'm maintaining... I should probably move these guys in, I suppose. Yeah, move the plane in. Makes sense. Bosh. There we go. Back over to Japan. Okay, still rattling through. Actually, do they get a buy? No. Not until next round. But Germany is back alive. They have been resurrected by Japan. And we've lost, obviously, the all attempts at, or all chance of getting the getting Berlin back. I think we held it for the last time a while ago. I don't see us getting it back again. Can I do some kind of combination move here? It's going to be, what, 15 infantry, 1 artillery. You know what? It's... Hang on, let me just work out the odds, actually. I can't believe I'm calculating something at this point in the game. 2-wave attack. My wave first. No, there's no chance, because Japan could just reinforce with planes if we actually decide to go for it. There's no point. I'm going to calculate it anyway, just out of curiosity. 1 fighter. 49, 4, 5, 1, 1, 29, sorry, 28. And 12, and wow, even the bombers can do, I think, defend like, because they can reinforce. 7 bombers can reinforce if they want to. Plus a 4 fighters. Yeah, this is impossible. Yeah. Oh well, worth looking at. So I guess we just do that. I suppose. I guess, do we take Italy here? Because it gives me a bit of extra income, I suppose. Yeah, why not? Let's grab it. The fleet's a actually slightly vulnerable. Once these 3 bombers get into range, they will be quite vulnerable. So these guys need to come down here quickly, but yeah. One, 2, 3, 6, 7. I should have shipped out that anti-air gun sooner, because it's been sitting there for too long. We could have actually used it in the defensive fronts, but yeah, I think we should be fine here. We've got 28, 38, 42. Yeah, we're fine. For a round at least, I think we're almost... Obviously, once the Japanese get more things involved, we'll lose it eventually, but for now, I think we can hang on to it. But obviously, Germany having 29 APC back again, it won't be long now. Because, yeah, they are still just over 100 IPC combined national production. Done. It's quite funny we actually managed to hang on till this round though, because yeah, we've certainly been dead for a long time, but the final nail in the coffin hasn't quite arrived yet with the VCs. Getting scared for Australia though. Getting very scared. These territories are the one thing I've managed to hang on to in the Pacific. I don't want to lose them before the end of the game. That'd be a shame. Alright, anyway, I won't talk too much through these rounds. I'll just try and skip through pretty quickly and we can get to the game summary. So, yeah, back to Japan. So, I thought I'd just capture the last round of this game. I think Forsey just messaged me saying I think he's had enough. He wants to just call it, so which is totally fair. Yes, he's going to go for Tokyo. He's going for the fleet as well. Well, he's going to go for Berlin as well, and just see if we can get lucky. But yeah, we're going to call it here, which makes sense. I think we're just obviously going to lose it eventually, so there's not really a lot to be done. We're just sort of delaying the inevitable really here. Yeah, it would have been nice to capture Berlin one last time, but yeah, we'll see. See what we can do. Excuse me. What's he taking here with? Okay. God, imagine that. Obviously, it's been all calculated, but I trust General AM has been calculating, meticulously throughout this entire game. So I just know he's not going to give us any openings. He's just too strong a player. But imagine capturing Tokyo at this stage. That'd be insanely fun. You'd get a payday of 75 IPC. Wow. Plus, yeah, that'd be insane. That would be a 10 up for the books. What's he actually attacking with? 4 units. Yeah. Very slim chances, but imagine. To be expected. Okay, Berlin next, 34 attackers. Yeah. Shit ton of bombers. I think actually he should have mentioned to me. I would have had an attack myself. Would have gone in. I think I'll still attack. There's not really much point. I do want to spend my troops though. Although to be fair, actually Germany's going to rebuy pretty much. He's going to buy 9 units, so whatever he kills here is going to be replenished. So actually, there's no point. I'll tell you, I might as well. I'll go for one last attack on Berlin. Screw it, and then we'll call it there. I think. I think actually the game ends, to be fair, here anyway, because the Japanese will just take France. So actually, that's probably the best way to do it. Actually, the game will just resolve naturally. There we go. Did he actually buy anything? No, it's just ships. That's fine. Okay. Germany's still, Goldgreatdane, sorry, still watching, so to get to my round pretty quickly. And we'll let Japan finish it off. Blitz of Northwestern, I would assume. We'll just capture it, that's fine. That increases our percentage chance of winning the fight in Berlin by the most minuscule amount. We won't buy, obviously. Just go straight for it. See how many we can kill. 5. Actually, pretty good rolls though. Not too bad. Down she goes. And one final crucial move back to Western Australia, and they shall remain. Okay, on for Japan to finish it off. And there we go, GG. So, well played to all the players. 4C, my teammate, and Smeer. I think actually, to mention Smeer quickly, I think he played really well for someone who's just, started playing the game and playing on ranked and stuff like that. I think he played pretty well, to be fair. I think it was unfortunate in this game he went for the right moves, and we just couldn't get any luck. Because we had the right, I think the choices we made, maybe the Caucasus battle was, again, as I mentioned, it was questionable, but at that point I still agree with going for that. I think the choice to go for Karelia was still the correct one. It's always going to be the correct one, because you can't not take those odds as Russia when Germany gives you an opportunity to kill their front stack. You just got to take it. It's a scary way to play in a sense, but it's the right way to play, and you have to play the percentages. So to go for it was the right choice, but we just got unlucky with the dice, which happens. So yeah, we can't really do much about it. That's totally fine. But I did enjoy this game a lot. I think it was really fun. Just very peculiar. The dice were really strange. We seem to be getting always the inverse of what we were supposed to get. So we had, I think, quite a few 80% battles where the 20% was the one we actually got. It was just very peculiar. We just couldn't get the rolls for some reason. This game was very strange. But no, well played to all the players. Also the Axis team, Goldgreatdane and General AM. Obviously, General played solid as you'd expect. And they definitely took advantage of, or they punished us for our bad dice. They made the most of it for sure. I think General's expansion, and there's obviously an initial attack on India as well, which was a good choice, given our lacking, our numbers were lacking after that Karelia failure. So no, just solid play around really. Good game, enjoyed it. So Common 16 is complete. I'll be uploading this probably tomorrow, so it'll be up on the 5th of February, and I'm aiming to start Com Game 17 fairly soon. After the upload, I think I'll probably be doing a message on Discord for players probably the following week. So yeah, early Feb. So keep an eye out for that if you want to play in the next one. But anyway, there we go. That's Com 16. I'll see you in the next game. Take care.